This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and...
They were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even...
Nightmare fuel.
Needs love too. And maybe a hug.
When do the mostly peaceful protests start? That's what I want to know, because I'll be out of town.
TLM, man. I mean, they came through big time, because, Trollocs need love too. Those Trollocs, they have humans inside them, right, guys? Right?
Amen. Their mostly peaceful protest was episode 1, season 1.
Hallelujah. Amen. Amen. Baby.
Yeah, right. So I don't know. Welcome, chat. Hello. Sorry, a little late. It's been. If I'm a little all over the place, just a little late getting started. So I made it, but Sensei Matt's here. Thank you for being here. Jacob Ironside's here as always. Dave Z, dude. Thank you for being here. Smile a while for me. Thank you. All hail the Lord Dragon. Indeed, Mr. Aldan. Thank you for being here. Mr. Zip. Vessa is here as well, and I know Chris B. Thanks for being here. Patatrollic, yeah, there you go. And Son of Jockster is here as well. Thank you so much. It was a little bit of a, I don't know, like I feel it's. How do you guys feel? Usually they've at least been putting out something, but they put out a bunch of crappy posters. And we're like, after they dumped a bunch of media and press all over the web yesterday. I mean, I guess I should welcome my guest first, but Raporo, I know you've been sending me a bunch of links. What do you think of all the news we've got, and then the lack thereof today?
Oh, it's mind-boggling how it just seems that Yosha knows the story. It seems like Yosha knows the Wheel of Time better than Rafe Judkins. And what was weird about that interview was he seemed to be like Rosamund Pike, because it was those two together, and it seemed like she was trying to dominate the conversation. So I'm thankful. I'm all for Yosha. Yosha should be the star of the show. I agree with you on that, Steve.
Oh, 100%.
This should be like the role of his. This should be the role of a lifetime. Randall Thor, the dragon reborn. Oh wait, no, sorry, not on this show.
Well, and I'm glad you said that because one, yes, I mean this should be just. I mean he should be like Kit Harington and oh gosh, I forget the guy's name that played Robert Stark, but Kit Harington from playing Jon Snow, his career, well, it started to go up until he took some terrible roles, but I mean it should be the same sort of deal. I mean he should be the next big thing, but he's not, and you can tell he knows the story. You can tell he likes the story even from the interview, the in person, and the articles.
And he looks the part. I mean he looks the part. He was a good casting in my opinion.
And and then on top of that, it's like it's just, man, it sucks because you could tell that he likes the material and wants it to be what it is. And then that's what I was going to say. Sorry, frantic as I said. They're pushing him out front right now. Now that is not that's on purpose. They're trying to make you think that Randall Thor is the main character when we all know the main character of the TV show is Moiraine. But everywhere you look, Josh is there doing the work, and you know what I mean, he's got to try and make something out of this, right? I don't blame the kid, but it's just like I think they're trying to fool everybody into thinking that he's the guy. So, but thanks for that, dude. We'll talk more about it, obviously.
And everybody, get your Prophet of the Dragon merch, So get your T-shirts, and of course get your Nerdporial mugs. Oh, sorry, wait, wrong. Sorry, shameless plug.
I made that intro last minute, so I meant to put in there. TLM emojis are now available for all Dragonsworn members. There will be shirts and stickers on the Teespring here probably after the stream. So enjoy the TLM stickers. Just type in what I think it's hashtag TLM, and you'll have your TLM emoji, Dragonsworn, Asherman, and Hunters of the Horn. Thank you, Alex, Mr. Green. How's your internet connection today, my friend?
You guys tell me. My internet connection always seems good on my end.
It sounds good. It sounds good. We put on an impromptu stream last night that seems to be getting a lot of hate. I'll catch up on these. Jesus, guys, thank you. Impromptu stream last night. We'll probably talk a little bit more about it tonight. But yeah, thanks for being here again. What do you think of the lack thereof news today, man?
I think that tells us that we're getting the trailer next Wednesday.
Yeah, that's it. That's all it tells us. I feel like, why would they dump everything the day before their big advertising day? That's why it's just like they drop like 18 million like interviews and stuff.
Yeah, so it was it's the 2 week what is it called? Press when they're not allowed to talk about it. The press can start talking about it after 2 weeks.
Embargo. Okay.
Embargo.
Yes, that's the review embargo. That's it. So that's why that's why everybody dumped interviews yesterday, is because that was when the embargo ended. So so they basically didn't have anything for today other than that. So they just dumped the shitty posters, and then we'll get the trailer next Wednesday.
Oh man, that's going to be quite the Wednesday. We'll be here again, hopefully. But yeah, thanks for being here again. We'll talk more about Insane Asylum Rand. Yes, if you weren't here for yesterday's stream or you didn't see the replay, Randon's checked himself into an insane asylum. We'll talk about that shortly. Nate, we didn't get to talk to you about that. How you doing, Mr. Beard, yourself? Are you going to instantly become a card-carrying member of TLM? I don't know how you can.
It's a hell of a sell, man. It's a hell of a sell, especially when you got child discounts for daycares and stuff like that.
That's part of that. I mean, the Dark Friend Daycare Center is a big believer in TLM. You know that, right?
Right.
So.
Yeah. It's definitely something I'm going to be talking with Mrs. Manetheren about to see if we can get our kids into the petting zoo.
You're a wonderful man. You're a wonderful man, and Mrs. Manetheren. Well done.
Are you calling me Mrs. Manetheren? Hey, I haven't seen any rings on these fingers. Well, I do.
Salty's my bitch.
Since I'm mad as a TML or TLM ally, good to see that. I see these TLM emojis going in. TLM shirts tonight on Teespring. I'll make sure I get them on there. Don't you? And stickers too. Cups. Why not? We gotta get that Trolloc awareness out there. They have humans inside them too. They're not humans too. They have humans inside them.
In their belly.
Amen.
Thanks, Nate. And of course, the man, the myth, the traveling one himself, Salty.
I'm sorry, I can't. Are you talking over the crunching? Is somebody talking to me? I just had to ask that question.
Who's crunching?
I'm here. Yeah.
The bones of Trollocs eating humans that are inside them. Oh, sorry.
It's the crunch of children bones.
Yeah, no shit. Yeah, everybody out on YouTube knows too. Okay, this is the ASMR live stream tonight. This is the UNHYPE cracker. You can see it's cracker, and then it's cracker crunching as well. Well, I mean, I got a new merit badge. I got called a racist. Season 1, I got called an incel. Collectively, we all got racist. So I guess I got a participation trophy for your live stream yesterday, Steve, which was killer. I've watched that a couple times to watch some of the chat reactions and other stuff like that. I look forward to covering this stuff. I dropped a video today talking about the interview that we showed on the show yesterday, and it doesn't get better. It doesn't get any better. It actually gets worse the more that you watch the reactions of Joshua and Rosamund Pike.
Yeah, I hear it. It's, I don't know, man. I really like, and I'm glad Napoleon said what he said, because I really feel like that, and maybe I'm projecting in that, but I don't think so. He knows the material. He talks about in that one article you sent me the scene, him being in the box. We're not going to go any further than that because we have people in chat that's going to be spoiled. So we're not going to go any. But even if we get to a certain battle, I doubt the box is going to be part of it. It would be another all-time scene for him and just another one to stack on the top. But before we go any further, real quick, I got some catching up to do. Salty, thank you for both of those gifted memberships. my friend. You keep doing it, but I appreciate it. You don't have to, but thank you. Zach's Tube and The Dungeon are now Dragon Sworn. Enjoy those TLM emojis. And I do want to say before I get to Mr. The Wielder of Kalendor himself, until Whisker Fisherman TV shows up again. The only wielder of Kalendor, as far as I know, I have to look at my members. Dovi NDC Tovius Agains. Well, we'll do it now. Screw it. Dovi's super chat. Where did it go? I lost it. It's here somewhere. There it is. Got it. All right, here we go. This is my donation to TLM. Please don't spend it on $1 million mansion, please. Well,
Too late. Too late.
the Trollocs are building one. We don't out of the bones of the humans that are inside them. Don't you worry about it. We're good. And I do want to say real quick because we had a few more people show up. Mule is here. Thank goodness Mule's here. Thank you for being here. Daisy Dude is here. Matt, keep those whamming and whenephering away from me. Mr. Zip, how you doing? Staplebo with the awesome chats. Elena is here as well, who is also awesome in chat. Thank you. Luther, I will let you know when the TLM shirts are up. If I can't get them up during the stream, I will get them up directly after. I plan on making a whole bunch of videos because there's a whole bunch of stuff. I'm just so far behind. But yeah, so dude, so who didn't get to see the promotion? Do we have anybody in chat? Did you not get to see it? I slaved over it right before the stream. So does anybody want to see the TLM promotion one more time before we get into this? What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Damn, Vessa is now a member. Salty, why do you keep doing that, bro? Thank you.
I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what
Thank
you're
you,
talking
bro. Thank you, bro. Sam 8000 is here too. My man Sam. I just saw Mission Impossible. I was hoping that's Dead Reckoning. Loved it. I liked it quite a bit as too. I'm looking forward to the second one. Very good, very good. So real quick, because I know sometimes it kicks you out before we start. This is the sponsor of the stream. Everybody, here we go. Listen up. This is an important message. Here we go.
This stream is brought to you by... Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and
They were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
Nightmare fuel.
needs love too. And maybe a hug.
Amen.
So who's lining up for hugs? Let's come on, bring it in.
Dude,
right? We gotta,
the hug thing at the right at the very end. I love it. And maybe a hug.
well, yeah, I was a bit in a rush. I was gonna do something with the hungry thing, but maybe we'll do version 2 next week. We'll see. Gadfly's here. What's up, Gadfly?
Hug your nightmare fuel tonight.
Oh my goodness! Don't worry about the typo. I got you, buddy. Thank you for being here. Thank you for the super chat. Staplebo, thank you for always being here. Guys, I want to say this especially because I'm being a little frantic tonight. The panel's, of course, helping me out, as they always do. Thank you, all of you guys. If you have something, an article, an interview that you think we should see, that maybe we haven't seen it, at me, at Nerporial, at anybody, get one of our attention. Let us know. Just let us know if there's an article that you just... are dying for us to look at and talk about, because I know there's some doozies out there. One including a certain barmaid that isn't a barmaid but is a barmaid.
I got it.
And
got
you
it
found
already.
it. So we'll hit that too. But first, I don't want to bury the lead because I sort of want to almost do a tournament style here bracket on these posters because. Boy, oh boy! So I'm gonna start bringing. I have them all in Collider, so we're gonna do 2 at a time. We're gonna do a quick poll. Have everybody vote which one is worse. I think right off in the lead is pregnant Moraine, but I saw Salty yell no at me.
No. Staple Bow. I think we follow each other on Twitter. Go ahead and send it to me, and I'll make sure that we cover it live on the show if you're on Twitter. Oh, you did? Okay.
I got the Matt one. The Matt one has somebody who he has no connection to at all with him.
Is the M the
yeah. I'm assuming that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, we saw that one. We saw
Staple Bow,
The
that's
same
what
chick
you're
who's
talking
not in the
about.
books.
Yeah, Staple Bow. If that's not the poster you're talking about, the one with with Min. Why did they pair? Oh, I know why. It's 2 characters they forgot about. Okay, sorry. And real quick, because it's just been bothering me a little bit, teensy bit. We all know, chat, you guys that's here, why this channel exists at this point. Okay, I will diversify into other content once Wheel of Time is done, like I was before. But we got some interesting chats. They weren't, or some interesting comments, and I feel like I just want to say it because people watch 5 minutes and then peace out, call us racist, bigots, whatever, and leave. Okay, uh, look, I exist because the people that should be doing this aren't doing it. The White Cloaks exist for the exact same reason. Other than our enjoyment of the books, uh, the reason we have to complain about this stuff so much is it's so bad, and the people that should be defending it and calling it out are just lapping it up and defending it and calling it better. So, for anybody that wonders why, and you know what, we like to have some fun while we destroy this trash. So, no apologies. If you were ever confused why we're here, that's why we're here. And well, everybody seems to enjoy it because we're getting more and more people joining in, having fun, and just laughing at this thing they call the Wheel of Time, even though it's not the Wheel of Time whatsoever. So I want to thank you all, chat, from the bottom of my heart for being here. It really, really does. It's been a lot of fun, and I hope everybody's having fun along with us. And the more people we get in here talking about how bad this is, the better. Uh, I did check the trailer. It went up a whopping 100,000 views over the last week. So uh, it's Fever is at an all-time high for this show. So
The
yeah. So
anticipation.
oh boy,
You got a fever? What does that mean?
got a
Some
fever.
more cowbell?
Trollocs, man. Trollocs, baby.
Trolloc
I
Bell.
love me some Trollocs, man. So thank you all. I do appreciate every single one of you. I will have some more content coming out here soon. Things have been weird, but for me in life. But man, there's so much to cover. We're not going to do it all here. We're gonna do what we can. Have some fun. If there's again at me, Nerporio, anybody on the panel, if you have something you want us to look at for sure. But that being said, thank you all for letting me get on my soapbox for a minute. And I'm going to share. I'm afraid it's on Collider, but uh, we're going to share these posters. And I'm sorry for hurting your eyes on the first
Ouch.
one, but boom, there is poster number one: a pregnant Moraine with a confused land. So,
Shit.
so panel react. Like, is she really pregnant? I don't know, or is it just a bad dress? Salty, you're muted, buddy.
God damn it! I said this is the most convincing pregnancy costuming I have ever seen at any time. I mean, it definitely looks like twin boys the way she's carrying Lo like that.
Right? It's crazy, right?
Is
So
she
I'm gonna-
is she pregnant?
If I said
No,
yes,
she's-
would you believe? I could tell you anything right now, and based upon this costume,
It's-
anything is possible. Anything is possible. Think about that.
It's the
No.
Blood Snow Part 2.
Oh my god. All right, so Alex, what do you think of this poster, my man?
What
Oh,
is there to say about it? It's trash. Lan looks like he's about to do a Steve Urkel. Did I do that? Face about her baby bump. Like,
Oh my god.
I'm impressed. You know, Family Matters. Awesome. Cheers.
I
My
don't
phone.
understand the angle they chose for this. I don't. I am not a visual artist, but as somebody, we all make videos. We all appreciate aspect ratios. Some of us make pretty good deepfakes. Let's be honest about it too. But this is. I don't get this. I don't understand this angle, and I'm not trying to be dramatic at all. It especially doesn't work with the way that Lan is kind of lazily cut and pasted using bgremover.com to put him behind her. And then they have this reversed image of a rising sun, or is it a polka dot wallpaper? I don't even know. But here's the thing. Anybody on this panel right now could make this as a thumbnail for our YouTube video.
Wait, what the hell did you just send me? I'm sorry. Hold on. I have to wheel us back a second because Alex
Do it.
just sent me some stuff in Discord. Because you're absolutely right. It's the weirdest It's like I haven't looked at these much, but you instantly just it's I don't know what the hell they're thinking. But real quick, don't anybody get to. You're about to see my DMs. Don't worry. There's nothing.
Just block it. Just
Ooh.
block it, and we can vamp for you if you want. I don't.
Oh
I
no,
don't
this is quite revealing here. So we're gonna bring up this one first. So this one is what? Explain, Alex. Where is this one coming from?
So this is Amazon Studios' Twitter account. So they do this really, the standard corporate shit where they put out a poll. And they say, they ask a question just like this, which new season are you the most excited for? And for whatever reason, the Wheel of Time always has a massive bump at the beginning. And I don't know if they just have an extraordinarily active, small Twitter fan base. But as you can see here, with 748 votes, Wheel of Time has almost 60%. But if you go to the next one...
All right, here we go. This is the weird one. This is why I stopped this. Okay, here we go.
But if you go to the next one, when they get up to 11,123 votes, basically Good Omens just absolutely crushes it. And there is, and it's bizarre. And this happens on a lot of the polls with the Wheel of Time. And it's a sort of interesting thing that I've noticed, because I've noticed it on 3 or 4 of them, that Wheel of Time starts out with 600 votes at the very beginning, and then just nobody votes for it after that first half hour.
Right? It's crazy.
But why does Invincibles, or in whatever that other show is, the 4th one, have a check mark next to it as if it won?
Because that's the one I voted for.
Oh, that's when you voted for. Okay.
Good man. Because Alex won.
But in this, that actually, though, that kind of brings up what we were all talking about last week in the numbers for the trailer for that show, that cartoon show, and all the engagement that was getting in comparison to the Wheel of Time promo that had been out for a week longer and was getting 1/10 of what that show was. So, Pardon me, Amazon, while I not believe your bullshit poll.
I do have to say, shout out to Lady B on her comment, chef's kiss. I'm still waiting for a Wheel of Time adaptation. On point as always, Lady B. Thank you for that one. So yeah, sorry I had to make a hard right for that, but that seemed worth presenting. It's just it's weird, right? It's very. That's why I never trust a Twitter poll. Never trust anything on trust anything on Twitter. I think, I don't know, Vox Machina. I know there's a Boys coming out. I'm not sure about Vox Machina, but oh wait, that wasn't the comment I highlighted. So, any more comments on this horrible, not riveting poster at all?
I'm not impressed. I'm not impressed. It just, there's when you think Wheel of Time, and I'm going to say the word I always say, there's gravitas to it. There should be gravitas to all these posters. I don't see any of it.
Go ahead, Salty.
She looks pissed off. She looks haughty. She looks like she'd like to talk to your manager. This is the face. This is the face of the show. Mm-hmm. I'm not projecting. Look at that. If that's supposed to be power, if that's supposed to be mastery, if that's supposed to be confidence, I'm not getting that. Not getting that.
Yeah, I don't know.
And it's and everything presented there is there for the purposes of covering up as much of land as possible, even though he should be, and he should be facing her in terms of presenting someone who is her protector.
Is it just me, or does he look really disgusted with her?
Yep.
Doesn't he look just mad as hell at her?
That's intentional, that's considering the links.
Well, right. Well, that's what I'm saying, right? That's intentional because she's like, F you, buddy. I don't want you around. He's like, well, fine. I'm going to go hang out with my water buddies. He's like, well, fine. I'm going to go to Caribbean and save the city. He's like, fine.
Should have put him on a different poster then.
E-Man,
I'll go get my own poster.
Thank you for being here. That's her O face, and Emerald is under the dress. You might be right. Would that be funny? She pops out with her peacock thing on. It's like, wee! Oh, man, I don't even want to think about it. So, all right, so anything else before we move on to the next one? Holy crap.
peacock
Alright.
under your dress, or are you just happy to see me?
I know, right? Yeah. Holy crap. All right, here we go. Number 2. This one's an instant winner because Elaine's on here and she is the best character in the show. So,
And we haven't even
What did
watched
they-
it yet.
I know.
What did they do to Elaine's face?
You
You guys notice that? She looks
Yep.
different. She looks about 10 years older. Her face
Well-
seems like they widened it and did something to it so she
Her
doesn't
eye,
look.
yeah, her
as
eyes
pretty.
look a little. Her eyes look a little further apart, don't they? Is it just the camera angle, maybe?
No, I looked at this and compared it to a picture of her for real. I don't know if it's just incredibly bad photoshopping or if it was deliberate to make someone else look better. What are you thinking, Alex? I see you nodding over there.
I think that is a really, really, really bad airbrush.
Okay.
I
Okay.
mean, she looks like an alien. There's no wrinkles in her face. Like that's
Yeah.
Yeah, she
That's
looks
weird.
like Ariel. She looks like the Ariel like cod face stretch that they did for the Little Mermaid.
Yeah, I don't know. It's a little bit here. Maybe I'll zoom in. Let me see if I can zoom in a little bit. But I'm already zoomed in. Excuse me. I don't know. It's and just get rid of the freaking lines. Just get rid of the freaking foofy line. Like all this nonsense. Just I'm so tired of seeing the channeling already. So, but like, yeah, I don't know. Like Elaine is the only one that like. She has not lost her mole. They're just not focusing on it. Let's not.
Oh, it's there. It's
Let-
there.
let-
You,
let's-
see, you can
let's-
see it.
There's so much more to complain about other than her mole. Okay, it's there. Don't you worry. I just hope they don't focus on it like they did last season. It was just absolutely unavoidable last season. So
I got one concern.
Yo.
Elaine has her mouth open.
Oh God, everybody has their mouth open. What's new?
Yeah.
Right? I mean, good Lord. I mean, hold on. I forgot to put. the music on,
I'm
too.
worried. I'm worried she's going to be a female parent.
Oh, you got a better shot here. Closer up. There you go.
Which one? Hold on, I got too many damn windows open. 1 second.
The Elaine. I brought the Elaine and.
I got it.
so-
I got it. Shit. All right, here we go. So I can zoom on this one. Give me a second.
So I put up a
And-
poll too, guys, for which one you guys think is worse or better. Did I put better or worse? Sorry, I don't even know what I worded my own poll as. 14 votes. Which poster's better, Moraine and Land or
Jesus.
Egwene and Elaine? I think by far for me it's Elaine and Egwene. Not even just like, Egwene's, not. She's just. I don't know why she's. I guess duck face is the thing. I don't know, but she's puckering her lips. I don't know.
Look at Elaine. She looks like she's late 30s now.
Yeah,
It's
she
not
did-
my
they didn't-
imagination, guys. It's
they
not
didn't
my
do her any
imagination.
favors there, right? I don't know. It's weird. It's just weird.
It
Music's
it
a little
is
low.
interesting though. Like you zoomed in and there was actually an improvement.
Yeah.
You think so?
You
Yeah.
know? Yeah.
Well, look.
I don't know. It,
what I
it, it
found.
does. It doesn't look like she was looked at. Death. Stay away from the damn mole. Godly. Like I don't know. She doesn't look like she did in some of those videos we were watching. That's for sure. At least
No.
not to me. So.
Wearing someone else's jean jacket.
Yeah. Well, the funny thing about that too was they did, I don't know, like a whole bunch of interviews in there. So they
Yeah.
like took Moraine out of there and they sat her in between Perrin and Donald Flynn, and she's still wearing that thing. Her goodness is peeking out a little bit, but like
Yeah.
it's so weird.
Ooh,
Khaled
look at this.
says it looks
Look at what
AI.
we got here.
Why
Look
does
at what
she
we
have a
got here.
dagger?
Is
Why
it
do
just
they
a
all have
dagger, or do
daggers?
all the Aes Sedais have swords now?
I don't think
Asking
that's,
for a friend. Asking
That's
for a
gotta
friend.
be that's gotta be a dagger, right? It's not the hilt isn't long enough to be
They,
a sword,
they each
is
get
it?
an oath rod.
Unless-
She went to
Unless
Ollivanders. She went to Ollivanders.
yeah, there you go, right? Crossover.
That's-
Woo-hoo. Oh, so what is? They're uglifying her the same way they did to Morford Clark.
I think you're right. I think you're right.
Yeah.
And that's why I
Maybe.
brought it up. I thought it was just me, but
Yeah, no, it's different. You're not wrong. It's different.
the way that they covered her up, the way that, in my opinion, Rosamund Pike looked really uncomfortable with this much younger, voluptuous woman sitting in the same zip code with her That whole thing. And then especially having watched her body language in reaction to Joshua, the video we covered yesterday, I don't know what that is. I know clinically in reading body language that has to do with insecurity. It also has to do with dominance and some weird stuff like that. I don't know. Maybe I'm overthinking this.
I don't know. It looked uncomfortable. I think you're right. It looked a little bit uncomfortable to me too. But I don't know. But I'm trying to see if we should be reading anything into these pairings other than that they're together, because some of the pairings make zero sense at all. I mean, this one at least makes sense. This one makes sense.
They were released because these characters are going to have plot events together.
Oh,
the only one that's unclear is Matt and Min, because those two may have just been thrown together as we don't plan on them doing anything with any other characters.
So do we realize Leandrin is on a frickin' poster?
Yes.
Probably the most unlikable Aes Sedai in... Well, no. Elida. I did it again, Erporio. Elida is probably the most unlikable, but Leandrin's right behind her, and she's not a main character by any step of the imagination.
In any book.
she shouldn't have much of a role. I mean, she has a small role in getting some people to where they need to go in this book, but other than that, why? Oh, well, I guess we get to see her dark past, right? So, holy crap! So the poll is up. We got 21 votes. It's a landslide at this point, so we're gonna end it. 10% to 90% Egwene in a Lane poster. Which I completely agree with.
Does anybody else get the sense like these kind of have a resemblance to high school dance pictures with the backdrop and just the two people get in front of them? And, like, smile.
Yeah, I don't know. They just and they have this fog thing down there again. Like, this is supposed to be the big grandiose battle that's going to be trash. I don't know. I just in this little crumply. They're doing this little crumply sheet that got thrown on the ground look for everything, right? Like it looks like the page is crumpled behind. It's like, why? I don't understand. I don't know.
Looks like a rug.
Very CW. Caladar's on fire tonight. It's CW-ish. It does look like a rug, doesn't it?
Or something.
Yes, she is on there because she's going to be very important, specifically with her sympathetic backstory. Yeah, Miss Leandrin. Yeah, thank goodness we get her sympathetic backstory. I can't wait.
I was kind of hoping for a fourth prequel from Robert Jordan, who's promised the archives to be about her.
Oh, great. I can't wait. She wasn't insufferable the first time. Don't worry, we're gonna get to Errol in a little bit here. Errol is my new favorite character, not just because he's the figment of Rand's imagination, but what's up, Thumb? How are you, buddy? So Elaine and Egwene win in a landslide. Now we have speak of the devil. We have Leandrin and Nynaeve. Thank goodness that we're gonna get to spend hours and hours of Nynaeve going, I don't want to be Red Aja, and Leandra going, you should want to be Red Aja, and then them bonding, and then Leandra trying to sleep with Nynaeve. Is that what's gonna happen? I don't know. What's
maybe
I don't
maybe that's
understand.
the love triangle is Lan, her, and Leandrin.
Jeez. It's gonna be 3 separate love triangles, right? There's gonna be one different in each one, right? It's like, what the heck?
It's gonna be a love pentagon.
Brian love pentagon. Brian, what do you think of this poster, man? Are you into this? Does this make you interested in Leandrin? Holy crap! Oh, you're eating a cookie. Screw you, Alex. Oh. Do you have thoughts, Brian, or no?
You know what's funny is, and you guys are going to hate me for this. When I read book 2 and 3, I actually envisioned this actress as Leandrin. I tried to make her a little bit more beautiful. Sorry, I know. I'll do better. But yeah, not really. I mean, Leandrin is. Yeah, why is she in this? Is she? I mean, it seems like they're making her because she meets a certain criteria. That is why they're elevating her role in the season. I'm taking it. Am I right? Am I wrong?
What bitch, maybe. I don't know. I think it's just a I don't know. I think it's a way to separate her from Egwene and Elaine in a way, I guess. I don't know why. I mean, we've all heard some of the things about how it sounds like Egwene is getting jealous of Nynaeve because Nynaeve is just excelling for some reason. I don't know why Nynaeve. It should be the other way around first because Nynaeve should be dealing with her block, but who cares about that stuff? She just needs to yell and she can channel whatever she wants, right? So, I don't know, Alex. I saw you. What do you got to say, buddy? I saw you with the thumbs up. What was that in reference to?
No, I think you got it right. I think we're going to see a little bit here. I think Leandrin is going to be doing a lot of training Nynaeve. I think they need something for Leandrin to do this season, so that's going to be what they have her doing. And I also just want to say the makeup here. Like we were talking about how Elaine got done dirty. Can we get Kate Fleetwood like a competent makeup department? Like this is gross. Like I'm not saying she's a knockout, but she ain't this. Like, what is going on with the right side of her face? Did she have a stroke? Like,
Yeah, it does look like her eyes a little like I don't know. Like, did they do one shot and say we're done and move on? Like, I don't know. Like, you're right. It just like looks like I don't know. It looks like she's got droopy eyes on the right side, right? I don't know. Nate, what do you think? Like, do you think this is another case of over uh photoshopping this? Like, I don't know.
Yeah, it could be. I mean, to give them the benefit of the doubt, it could be them just simply going through and I'm going to select sepia tone for this one, or maybe slight blue on this photo or whatever, and it shades it all funky. But they wouldn't do that. They pay people to sit there and actually go through and do all these touch ups, and it's these people that do this are not people that are in there to do flattering work whatsoever. They've got no artistic talent.
yep.
Yeah, I don't know.
Gadfly made a good comment in the chat.
This one?
Yep, they're going to do drama about whether Nynaeve is going to become a Dark Friend or not. I don't think it's Dark Friend. I think it's going to be Red Aja.
Yeah, I think it'll be Red Aja before. Yeah, because she like, which is again weird because we know of what we know of Eland. Man, I'm getting all my characters mixed up because of what we know about Leandrin. Why would she? There's no reason for her to be recruiting heavy for the Red Aja at this point. I don't think. I don't know if she does. She do any heavy? Like, I guess everybody's sort of heavy trying to recruit the girls at first, but I don't think Leandrin sort of partakes in that, does she? I mean, there's no reason for her to, is there? I mean, she's piecing out here in a minute.
Well, she's kind of just on the Black Aja train, so she could give a shit about anybody else, really.
I mean, she's got to put her black ring on. She's got to melt it in the fires of. She's got to melt her red one in the fires of Mordor.
Over her glove.
Yeah, and then wear her black ring over her glove. Absolutely, absolutely. So confusing. I don't know. This is a weird pair to me. I don't understand why we're pairing up Leandrin and Nynaeve. It's such a weird combination of characters to be put together. I don't get it. I don't get it. Yeah. I don't like it. I think it's bad all the way around. Just put the girls together and let them be the girls. That's it.
Yeah. Well, they don't want to stick Nynaeve in a room alone by herself because they have to have two people in a room talking at each other, and so that's kind of the pairing for the season.
But like, I just don't understand why they won't put them. Like, I get what you're saying, right? And I guess they even announced that there's going to be a lot of two people. I think they wanted you to think they were joking, but that's exactly what they said it was going to be: two people in a room talking at each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, why can't it be three people in a room talking at each other? Just put Nynaeve, Egwene, and Elaine in a room together and let them talk to each other. Oh, wait a second. There's a reason they can't do that because Elaine has no idea who frickin' Randall Thor is, and the whole reason for Elaine and her to become friends is gone. Sorry.
Right. Well, the interview that I saw a clip of yesterday with Elaine, the new Matt, and Perrin, Marcus Rutherford, he mentioned how everybody's separated from each other and how he thinks that's a good thing, while at the same time, just 2 seconds before that, calling out the books for being such a great thing to to act out and all that stuff, and and then proceeds to sit there and say, well, I think it's great that we get this time with these individual characters because they're separated from everybody and one another, and so you get this individual bit of development. And it's like that's so asinine. Part of the greatness of that book is to see them dedicate themselves to each other in the journey that they do that they make towards Faile, and how it's always about get the dagger. I mean, like the horn is a secondary thing, and they screw this thing up completely,
especially Rand. I mean, but I don't know. I feel like splitting these characters apart, all of them, is just it's just bad because they make each other better, and they they're always the actual drama that's there between Matt, Perrin, and Rand about not knowing what happened at the Eye of the World and all that stuff. It's just like...
But it's the same thing as the first season. It's the same thing. They divided people up to make these meaningless emotional journeys that had no stakes, that episode 7 was going to be some cliffhanger of nonsense, and then it's resolved in 5 minutes in a way that makes no sense. I wanted to share this. This is a poster that just came out. I don't think anybody's seen it for the show. This is the prom king, Rand al'Thor, with his MILF hot date, and then of course there's a psycho in a straitjacket that they let into prom. So
did he meet him in the insane asylum? Is that where he met him? Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I might have to use this for a thumbnail.
Oh my gosh.
I just wanted to share.
Oh boy. Well, on to the next one. These posters are not giving me any hype so far. I don't know about definitely some this is the best poster of all. What? Oh, you want to go up?
No. I wanted to. We got a question. We got a question in chat from Chris Sanders. It says, "Do you think Elaine will get with Rand or Egwene before going for?" Sorry, Avi.
Go ahead. You first.
I think they're going to make Elaine gay. That's what I think. But
I think Elaine will hook up with Egwene. She has no reason to hook up with Rand. She doesn't know Rand. The whole reason she would. She doesn't know Rand at all. She has that's another catastrophe of this show.
Yeah.
Elaine has no reason to have any interest with Rand, which in turn, the whole reason that they meet is going to have to be changed, because the whole reason Elaine goes after Egwene and Nynaeve is because, hey, you're from that same village that Rand al'Thor is from, huh? And that's how their whole relationship starts. So they're going to have to meet, become friends for a different reason, and then Elaine has no idea who Rand even is and why that would change, other than like do we really think Egwene's going to tell her stories about Elaine, or about Rand? Hell no. Oh man.
No, he's walking around not meeting people's eyes, experiencing clinical depression, and quite possibly being bipolar, because it's 2023. And like he said in the video we watched, he's trying to hide because everybody's going to know him.
Yeah.
How would anybody know somebody from Emmons Field who's running around Carhean? I mean, asking for a friend. Just
No, but you're right. Why would it, why? Who are you hiding from? Nobody knows who you are. It's not like you put out a you start handing out freaking cards, be like, hey, Rand al'Thor, Dragon Reborn here. Send my picture to a friend. Swipe right if you like me and you want me to be your dragon. Like, what the hell are we doing? It's like nothing's happened. Why? Who are you hiding from? And then you go to the most populated city on the planet, or one of them. It's like, I don't want people to see me. I'm going to go to Carhean. It's like, what?
Look at Staple Mode.
Here.
The dreadlocks are just a big grab these sign for enemy combatants. Tell me you don't know anything about the martial arts, about fighting, about hand-to-hand combat. Do this with a character. Look at this. Those dreadlocks are long hair when you're in combat is a great way to die. Okay, that's part of the reason why heads are shaved and other stuff like that. If you haven't been in a fight and had long hair and it's somebody grab it and then bash your head against a wall, as someone who's had that happen many decades ago, these are the Aiel. This is not diversity and representation in a place that's sandy, guys. But no, We have this. We have
Hold on a
this.
sec, man. But what if she puts arrowheads on the tips of her dreadlocks? I mean,
I can't.
I mean,
I
then it's
just
like
can't.
a mace. She just go like this, and then coupled with flippy kicks, right? So we all know she's going to be twirling and flippy kicking her stunt double, anyways, because we've all seen her in Cocaine Bear. But her stunt double will be doing lots of flippy kicks, and then like arrows will shoot off the ends of her dreadlocks and just go ka ka right in the neck, right? And then yes, who was it that asked? I don't know if the rest of the panel is, because I think we're going to be on this poster for a minute because we got some other things that tie into here. I am very much of the opinion that right after they kill Uno, don't forget Uno's going to die again. Uno's immortal. Thank you, Uno. Hashtag save Uno. Uno's going to die for a second time. They're going to throw him in a cage. They're going to take Loyal away because he's a Godina, and we have respect for Godinas. And then they're going to leave them there, and then the White Cloaks are going to come in and start poking him, and his eyes are going to turn yellow. He's going to go, "Urgh." And then Avienda is going to fly in on a spaceship and jump out, and she's going to two-hand stab one of the White Cloaks, and then flippy kicks will ensue, and then she'll free Perrin from the cage. At least that's what I think. I don't know. Alex, I see you on. What do you think, buddy?
I guess my first comment was salty. Anybody who spent any time on YouTube knows you don't need to know anything about fighting
True.
to know how this haircut is a liability in a fight. I mean, it's the first move every time, right for the weave.
Wait, hold on. If it's a weave, though,
I watched a lot of videos. I watched a lot of videos on Black Friday. When they're going for that flat screen TV at Walmart, and all I know is those dreadlocks, which usually aren't attached, are getting ripped out of chicks' head. Man, I'm just saying.
It's a deterrent. It's a distraction. It's a decoy. They grab her hair and rip it off. And you're like, "Ha ha! Those are fake." And then she stabs them, right? Is that what it is?
And if some asshole out there says that I'm a racist and clips that, you can kiss my ass, because tactically, and you can talk to the martial arts instructors that are in our chat right now, and there are several of them. There's somebody by the name of Sensei Matt. That's not just because that dude likes Karate Kid, okay? Like, there are people who actually do fight. In more than just talking shit on social media, okay?
There you go,
so
Sensei Matt.
some of us do know what we're talking about with this stuff. Just gonna say that. Yeah.
Go ahead. I love it when you get salty fired up. Go ahead, Alex. I love it.
I was just gonna say, if you want to clip that, I'm just going to say it was a joke. Have a sense of humor.
I know.
Here's
the problem. Here's the problem. Reality offends people who do not live in it. Have you noticed that? Reality offends people who have no grounding within it and don't have to have any consequences for not being able to exist within it. And that's all I'm going to do and say right there. Let your imagination run wild. Just imagine what I'm referring to across the board in that. I'm going to shut up.
Yep. And then the alt text on this one is great. Did you get that one?
No, I just have what's on here. What is this? Is this the bad old tongue stuff? Is that what we're talking about?
No, this is the alt text for what they put up with this one is that Avienda has swords coming out from her back. They called them swords.
This was on Twitter?
Yep.
Maybe I should go to Twitter for these. Holy crap! Hold on, I want to go back to. Let me do this. Hold on.
So that calls out their stupidity even more, because if the sword blade is coming up out of this direction, when she reaches, the dumb bitch is gonna grab the blade.
Oh my gosh! Hold on. Does it?
Again, couldn't they have not hired anybody, like some dude from a Renaissance fair, to maybe say, don't put your sword in the hilt facing up,
right?
Or your spear, yeah.
Behind her stands, showing a medium shot. She wears a protective leather vest, a veil over long hair, spears the peak.
They changed it.
They changed it.
Oh.
But still,
I do have to say, hold on. I'm gonna stay on Twitter though, because we get the alt. So shoot. Well, now I'm out of order. But so she gets 18. So the likes on the rest of these are abysmal, unfortunately. So 450, 445, 473, 457, 460, That one, oh my god. All right. Oh my god. I didn't see that one either. Jesus
What
Christ.
the hell?
Okay. So we're back. Let's get back to this. At least his eyes are yellow.
Yeah.
Now the
Right?
question is, do they
still
stay
doesn't have an
yellow?
axe.
No
Do they
axe.
stay
Of course
yellow?
not. No, of course they don't stay yellow. Why would they stay yellow?
Yeah, money.
No, because he's controlling his anger.
Yeah, you won't like me when I'm angry. So
Yeah.
let's see here. Let me catch up the
Meow.
chat here in a minute. Okay. What is? No, I was having trouble with Discord trip. I know you. I'm reopening it right now. Did you just ping me something right now? Hold on. Sorry, I'm having technical difficulties. But there was something I think I started the comment because there was something I wanted to talk about here.
Putting Avienda and Perrin together.
So Avienda, we'll talk about that later.
Well,
But what I do want. Oh, go ahead, Nathan. Go.
I was going to say, Sensei Matt says the irony is that Robert Jordan did his homework, and the spear is actually a truly excellent weapon, which means I'm going to enjoy watching how this show fucks that up. It's just going to be epic layers of fail.
Oh yeah. Trip, I don't have anything from you right now, so I don't know. I'll check back later, Trip. Sorry, I don't know what's wrong with my Discord. So but with this, I just want to, because and I want to say hi to Octon. Thank you. We're going to talk about a little bit more about the asylum here probably in a little bit because it's real. It came right from their mouth. So I don't think there's no misunderstanding on that one. Rand will be in an insane asylum. I don't think there's any getting it wrong. So, but real quick, let's take a quick detour because go ahead, Salty. What were you waving or did you have something to say?
I was just saying hey to you guys because we never talk anymore. Alina Duncan says, hey, okay, since Lanfear is now an innkeeper, was she not even pursuing Rand? So she gets freed by Ishii and then goes to start running an inn? Alina Duncan says she's very confused. Anyone know this plot, where this plot is going to go? Well, I can guarantee you nobody does, especially in the writer's room for the show. It's an emotional journey. This doesn't have to make sense. In the articles we've seen, they're calling her Celine. They're calling her Celine. And we've seen it where she's helping Rand channel, which again breaks the magic system for the show. I don't know. Once we start doing this, everything just turns into insanity.
Yep. From what I understand, it's going to be a late season twist that Celine was manipulating Rand the whole time because from what it sounds like, she gets out, she finds Rand, she sets herself up as an innkeeper to get close to him so that she can keep an eye on him and start manipulating him. And then towards the end, they reveal that it's actually another one of the Forsaken. Is what I'm hearing on it.
Wow.
All right, so this is something, and we'll get back to that because it's a catastrophe all over the place. But I don't want to jump around too much because there's one other thing I want to talk about after this loads here. So apparently, this is again from Trip Fufu. Thank you very much. They released some. I don't know where they're at, but of course Trip can find these things. Some I guess this is old tongue text that can be translated along with these in certain markets. So the one that goes along with Perrin so these are supposed to be, I'm guessing they're trying to write their own prophecies, guys. So kin to Noam, but cousin to Billy, he who soars reveals his destiny. What the fuck does that mean?
I got a fortune cookie that said the same damn thing last week. I don't know.
Okay, so I mean, my best faith interpretation of this is, Gnome is the guy who goes full wolf dummy. So friend of the guy who went full wolf, cousin of Billy Conger. So I guess hinting back at his ties to the two rivers. And then Hopper is he who soars, who will reveal his destiny.
That's so stupid.
I am aware. Stupid. I'm not defending it. I'm merely interpreting it.
That is what in the hell?
they're gonna bring the Congers into some old tongue. Really?
If you got more of these, if you got more of these trips, send them my way, buddy.
Like my cousin's best friend's brother's sister's former college roommate.
Yeah, there you go. There you go.
Bro, it's a town of 100 people. Like,
Yeah.
no shit, everybody's related.
Oh my gosh. Oh, did I lose it? Dang it. Hold on. Oh, there it is. So while we're at this, there has been a season 3 announcement. So while we were talking about Perrin's
I'm not sure I like
Perrin's
the change
poster.
to the fade.
Some Maryland. Holy cow.
This is Faile in season 3.
Oh. Not what I predicted.
This is Faile. So no, so there are many things that I have to what? So
Yeah.
It's
She looks
sort of
so
like
happy.
I don't even like. Does she look anything like I think Faile should look like? Of course not. But we're sort of beyond that. We know they don't give a crap. Like, it's not even close, right? The only one they've got even close on. Well, that's not fair either. They've got close on a few, but if you're making, so Perrin is getting together and traveling with Avienda for the bulk of this season. I don't think there's any way that she does not become one of his love interests in this show after that. Then after that, you introduce Faile in the Shadow Rising, I guess. Where does she fit in now?
I think this goes back to something Alex said on one of the live streams that we were on, or one of the videos I did, which is that they're just going to shift characters down row. So what I think is going to happen is Avienda is going to take Elaine's role that would have been with Rand, only it's going to be with Perrin. And Min is going to do what Avienda did in saying, essentially like, I didn't want to interfere because Perrin loves Avienda. That's probably, to me, I think that's probably where they're going to go with this dumb shit. But I don't know. It's just my opinion.
I don't understand. It's one of those. It just I don't know. It's just the weirdest thing. It's like if you're gonna put Avienda with her, why don't you just combine the characters? Because I guess because you have to have another throuple. Like this one just sort of left me like, what the hell are we doing now? Like, and then like all of the freaking oh man, is it really? I don't know. Is it, or is it just bad camera angles?
I'm gonna look. I don't think it's an Adam's apple.
No,
I don't think so. I think it's just a bad photo, but
shoulders aren't broad enough, and the jawline.
Yeah.
So it's just one of those confusing. I'll check it out in a minute, Jacob. It's just like it left me confused. Like I don't know what the hell we're even doing at this point, because like all like she's a hunter of the Horn, and you're supposed to be covering the Great Hunt and the Dragon Reborn. So what is she being introduced as? To just a wandering freaking beggar? Like
she's a woman. She's probably a president. She's probably righting the wrongs of evil men wherever she's from. Her father is a worthless alcoholic who squandered all their money, so now she has to perform. All of the intersectional storylines, they're very, very predictable. All I know is she's incredible. She's absolutely the bestest ever. She just doesn't know how good she can really be, and it's a man's fault. Pretty sure that's going to happen.
I don't know. It's sort of just like I wanted to bring that up just because, it's news. It's weird news, and I don't know. I don't know. Like anything involving Perrin is now just completely off the rails, right?
Well, and it's just weird that they throw it out in the middle of everything else that they're doing right now with the season 2 preparation. They throw this little nugget of season 3 out there like it has value.
So I wanna push this up because this is again from Trip doing her hand. This one goes with the Leandrin Nynaeve poster. Daughter of the tree of man, yet child of the fruit of trees.
What?
Who is this for?
That's
You can tell me any
Nynaeve.
two. You
That's
can tell me any
Nynaeve.
two characters.
I know. That's Nynaeve and Leandrin. Daughter of the tree of man, yet child of the fruit of trees.
Dude, that is total nonsense.
Okay.
I think what that means is she gives Lan wood, and then he likes to drop his applesauce on her. Am I reading that? You're the lore expert here, Alex. What do you think?
And that's in relation to Nynaeve and Leandrin?
It's the red background, right? It's the red background.
Yeah.
So that's their thing. Hold on, let me go back to
Sorry,
it.
can you bring it up again?
What, the words or their background?
Yeah.
The words.
The word. So there's their background right there.
Yeah, that's the red one for sure.
So I'll bring up the words again. Sorry, I'm switching a lot of screens here. Here we go. Where is it? There it is.
I've had directions in Chinese of shit to put together on Amazon that I figured out to do that made more sense than what we're getting on screen.
Right.
Daughter of the tree. The tree of man.
Are they talking about the freaking Avasandora? What's
Child-
it, so?
That would
So
be-
she
that
gonna
would-
be? She gonna be a Carhian noble? Are they gonna give her Carhian?
Daughter of the tree of man, yet child of the fruit of trees. Trip, anything you got here, this is nonsense to me.
Right.
I keep coming
think
back to Ogier.
is-
I keep coming back to Ogier with this, and yet it has no correlation to the Ogier at all because they've never talked about settings. So
I think Stablebo in the chat might be onto something, that it's like a reference to Nynaeve's mysterious backstory.
Well, yeah, I think that's 100% what it is. But like, what are you even supposed to like? It's bullshit. It's straight up bullshit.
And is that stuff that was below the English text? Was supposed to be the old tongue?
Yeah, that's the translation. So each of these come in.
And
Each
so
of
when
these
you get
come in old tongue and they've been translated. So
so
that's where
when
she's-
people sit there and say thank God for people who know the old tongue, that's such crap.
Oh my god. So yeah, so real quick, because we'll move on to the next poster here in a second, because we have translations for some of that nonsense too. So Avienda and Parent poster is winning by 4% with 29 votes. So I'll end it in like 2 minutes, guys, if you want to get a vote and try and sway it. So we're doing Parent poster versus Leandra Nynaeve poster, both of which make no sense. I don't know if the Tree of Man is Avasandora or not, but why would that make any sense in context of the show? Avasandora hasn't been mentioned. They didn't use a leaf. They didn't even use an Avasandora leaf, which they're retconning because Padden Fane has a leaf now. But they forgot that they opened it with the one power in season 1, right? It's like you don't even remember what you're doing, and they didn't even mention Avasandora in season 1. So what the hell is like? Just how about you do this? Just take the prophecies that are well written from the book and use those. How much you want to bet we don't see the 5 right forth prophecy? That's not a far step, is it?
Because correct me if I'm wrong, the Green Man was a caretaker initially of the Avendosora tree, but he wasn't. But then it got moved or something. I'm trying to remember that blurb from the Eye of the World when he was talking about the Avendosora tree.
I don't remember. I know he was a caretaker of like. I don't know if it was Avasandora specifically. It might have been. It might have been the tree that she was.
I knew he took care of the Eye of the World and everything, but I thought the Avendosora was at one point located.
That sounds right, Nathan. That does sound right. But then again,
oh my gosh,
retarded. So
holy crap, guys, this is okay. So let's see here. I'm getting distracted. Trip is just laying some nuggets of gold on me again. Thank you, Trip, very very much. Bufu, you're the best. All right, so we have Perrin and Avienda's terrible poster wins. Let's go on to the next poster, which will be. I don't remember if I have to go back. Did I miss any?
Really bad.
Oh, we'll go straight into Rand and this person that is supposed to be
Basil Gill.
Basil kill. Lanfear.
If they put
So-
her in the Green Dragon Inn, I'm gonna riot.
So I think this is the this is the place to talk about all of that. This is a good place to talk about Rand and Lanfear's their place in the world. Okay, guys. So
They made her
I
look
know you guys have
younger.
been sort of. I think she looks. I don't know. I don't think she looks very good. She doesn't look like Lanfear at all. I don't know.
Barely
At
even
least
looks
she
like
doesn't
the
look like
actress
Lord
that plays her.
Farquaad.
Right?
At least she doesn't look like Lord Farquaad here. But I mean, like, what happened to hair change? Like, is that really going to be the change between her and Lanfear? Is just the hair? The hair is going to get longer when she changes from Celine to Lanfear. It's like, oh, my hair is longer now. It's like,
Look at the
So-
airbrush job they did on her Adam's apple.
it's oh god.
All right, sorry, I'm distracted. Yeah, Steve? What do we got for this one? Let's see.
So you want to? So first, we all know now because it's been talked about in chat a little bit. So, Celine. So rip Portal Stones. Anybody that thought Portal Stones were going to be in this season, rip Portal Stones. Goodbye. No Portal Stones.
No flicker.
So Celine is working in an inn in Carhian, and Rand happens to meet her. Oh, that's a better picture. Thanks, Salty. I'll bring that one up. Why won't it let me? There we go. So Lanfear is posing as an innkeeper named Celine in a Carhian inn. So I think Trip was the one that said, I wonder if Min is going to be working at Lanfear's inn, which probably, why the fuck not, right? So Alex is dying a little. Go ahead. What do you guys say? Go. I see
I was
you
going to say,
dying.
God.
think
First
you're
of all, God, I hope that's true because that would be absolutely incredible. And secondly, I'm not writing off Portal Stones. I think I think we have that, just not in the same spot. I think it's later on the way to Fallen/Tier.
I was thinking that the Aiel in Avendia will know how to use the portal stones because they're giving the whole hunt for the horn to Perrin, and that it'll be Perrin who gets to do all of the stuff Rand did because they don't have anything else for Perrin.
Yeah, Perrin can channel too. Why not? Everybody
Lord.
can channel. Everybody can channel. Why not? You could be right. It could be right. That could be the way they get there. I'm more banking on Moraine will just open another way gate, and they'll just walk through after they take over Carhian, and her thankful younger sister will be like, "Let me thank you by taking you to the way gate, and you can be on your travels," and then they'll just go through the way gate, and maybe there will be a flicker in the way gate, but I don't think they're. We'll see. This will be one of those fun things that we'll get to debate because I don't think Portal Stones are going to be in it at all, and quite a few people think they're going to do something with Portal Stones. But let's see. So where are they when Rand is channeling and she is standing behind him? I would assume that's just outside of Carhian. I mean, her hair's different, but I don't
It's
know.
in a
Where do we think
van.
that is?
It's down by the river where Rand lives in the van in his outpatient psychiatric therapy with Earl, you bigots.
Oh, Fortune Cooking Prophecy. I'll bring it up right now. This one took some translating, so let me know if. Okay. Go ahead, Nathan. I'm sorry.
She looks like I can't get over the picture again. Like they airbrushed her so bad that her hair looks like a wig. Doesn't it?
Right? It doesn't look good.
It looks so bad
Every time, they do it in every picture of her.
Yeah,
You can see
and
the edit.
it's always the
You can
one
see
that's
the
in not in the foreground of the picture. It's always the one in the back.
You can see the edit line right here. Right
Oh
there.
yeah.
Alex, I think
And
are we
you
getting
can
some?
see
We're
it-
getting
you
some
can
background
see
on
it
somebody.
right here. You can
For
see
me?
where they cut.
I think so.
They cut it right here and put it on her head.
Shit, they did.
Right here.
Wow.
Yeah.
Here you go.
That is,
Well,
you
you're
can
are you are
There
you
it is,
muted, Alex?
Still having problems?
I don't know. We're getting background noise off somebody, but I think it's gone.
Let me
now.
mute. You tell me if it's still coming through.
Yeah, it's still coming through
It
somewhere.
is.
Brian, you're up next. Mute.
It's
There it
Brian.
is.
Yeah, it
Yep.
was Brian. Brian's got some background noise going. So,
It's back.
Yeah, it's Brian. So okay, so sorry about that. You guys were talking about her terrible wig. Continue.
Yeah, Brian is a conch shell. You stick your ear up to him, and he sounds like the ocean.
The ocean. Yeah.
Look, you can see where her face is layered.
Why
Right
does
here,
everybody
you
have
can
droopy
see.
eyes too?
Well, but you can see the edit where they literally put her profile, which they trimmed up. That's why it looks weird, and her neck looks longer.
Yeah.
You can also see the edit line right here, where they put her head. This is really terrible.
Oh my God.
It's bad, and I understand. I'm zooming way in, but even when you look at it in scope and scale, the picture looks wrong. It just looks wrong. And I mean, if you put more than $80 million in season 2, more, we don't know how much yet. Okay, maybe do more than go to a junior high to have somebody do graphic design for you.
Yeah,
you know,
like if you draw a line straight down the middle of her face, down her nose, it looks like she's got two faces.
Yep, I'll get in.
Okay, hold on. I am bringing up. Let's see. Do we have? I don't think we have a. Oh wait, hold
there. And see the line right here.
Yeah, but go down the center of the face though. There's a line there. I mean,
right here. Right here. And then right across her brow where they stuck on the skull cap.
It doesn't look like. Sorry, I'm just looking to see if we have a. I don't know that we have a. It does not look like we have a fortune cookie for Lanfear and Rand. Of course, the person with all the prophecies does not have a fortune cookie.
Right.
There is a. So she did send me a little caption. Let's see.
I did a much better Photoshop of Nerdporial onto Galadriel's horse.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
100%.
That's because you care. That's because you care.
Not really.
You cared more than they did. Let's be honest about it.
Real quick. So Trip shared this little tidbit from me. That looks like a tweet. Nakasha O'Keefe is billed as Celine, an innkeeper from Cairhien, with whom Rand has made a connection in the press release from Prime Video. This is the first time we've officially learned the role Natasha plays in the show. No, it's not. A confirmation of our previous reporting on Lanfear. Good job spoiling it, Wheel of Time series. Holy crap. So, but I do find it extremely funny that the guy with all the prophecies about him doesn't have a prophecy.
Right.
Like, what is, like, you can't even make up one about Rand. Like, Rand finds himself depressed, goes into mental unrest, meets an imaginary dude, they all have fun, and then he goes and kills a guy with long nails. I don't know. Like, make up something. Like, like, I don't understand. He's the one guy that you never, like, well, that's not true. Matt, it doesn't look like Matt has a prophecy either. Why would Matt, probably be the second most prophesized guy in the book, have a prophecy? Like, I don't. But Leandrin has a prophecy with Nynaeve.
Oh,
no, you know, for Matt,
might be one, but that we weren't able to dig it out of the press release Discord.
Oh, is that okay? So they're probably, well, whatever. It'll show up eventually, right?
I mean,
so
for Matt, the holes in his memory, they're probably going to take those as literal holes, and he'll walk around with literal holes in his head.
He's just gonna have a big ass hole in his head and like, oops. All right, so that's Lanfear and Rand. Let me bring back up.
Sensei Matt's got Rand's prophecy.
Oh, where is it, Sensei Matt? I have Rand's prophecy. The Morning Star outshined by. Probably.
He who should be first is third on the call sheet. No, actually fifth on the call sheet. If you look at the way they're billing. They're billing the show.
He should be first. He should be first.
Half of yours is mine, and what's half of mine is mine.
There we go. We Matt, and Min Booster. Matt and Min. Why?
Dude, and he looks like he's like got some sort of hunch going on. Like he can't stand up straight. Like they moved his head forward on his neck.
We're stunned
What
into
is there to
silence.
even
because
say
why are
about
they
this?
even like we're all stunned into silence because why? Like, is this just like, well, we have 2 characters left over, we should put on a coaster?
So this actually amuses me because one of the points in A Memory of Light is, uh, would Min have even recognized Matt when he comes into the tent? So I mean, they had that little um, interaction with each other in the series. So putting them together is odd. The second thing is one I will harp on until I'm dead. In fact, put it on my grave. Can we get Matt a new fucking outfit? This is embarrassing.
You can't even give him a new set of, like, that's how much he's going to be in the show. They can't even give him a different freaking costume.
And
You're
then-
not wrong about him being hunched over. If you take the picture I'm sharing, I think we'll see more photoshopping.
There you go.
And
Cool.
his neck looks wrong. Look at his neck.
Mm. And then number 3, the fuck is Min wearing? Why is she in a black leather dominatrix thing?
Because she's
why
working
does
in Lanfear's Inn, dude.
Why
like,
does she
come
look
on.
like an Asian dude? What is going on with the tattoo? What is
That
going
there,
on with
yeah.
her hair?
Look at this.
Like, I don't even. Oh.
All the again, season 1, all of the Aes
Look
Sedai
at-
were masculine. They were masculine. Now we're doing it to Min. She's got the SJW haircut. She's got this,
Look at
and then
look at God. I'm almost afraid to show this to Lady B because she's gonna have an aneurysm looking at the sewing on that leather, like the painfully obvious machined.
Does this not look like something that you would see during Fashion Week on a New York City runway?
at a drag show.
I mean, it looks so bad, and so out of place for even the world that they've created. Who the fuck is wearing this in Amazon's Randland?
Oh, well, I mean, you know, Matt's so in love with his, like, she
What
have
a
her hands
belt.
in her pockets too? Like, man, that looks like a good set of britches. Like, like, I don't even know what to say.
Can't, guys. I can't. I can't. We saw this. They did with Karen Gillian. Absolutely gorgeous Scottish woman. Absolutely gorgeous. She's a model. What did they do with her for Guardians of the Galaxy 3? They made her look like a boy. They took away her feminine curves. We're seeing it here. I mean, again, this damn thing has been in the can since May of 2022. It's got 2021 agenda all into it. This is not Min. This is not Min. Could this actress have been Min? I don't really think so. But they're not doing themselves any favor by, like Alex said, putting these not characters in clothes, which make absolutely no sense for the characterization if you're even going to pretend. Like, it doesn't seem that Judkins even cares to even try and make it look like this is Robert Jordan's fantasy world. We're doing this.
No, they've taken Min and made Min look like Short Round from Indiana Jones, which is why he wasn't in the latest Indiana Jones movie.
She looks more like Bobby Lee, to be honest.
I just
like
don't
I
even
was
know
gonna
what
say
to say.
the Asian kid from Maze Runner.
Jesus.
I can't. This is so dumb. And then look at him. I mean, like, not Matt Coffin over here. Again, the big Lebowski, who's jonesing, who needs to go to rehab, is wearing this shit. I mean, this is like my grandpa had a coat like this in the 70s, you know? And in Archie Bunker, compare this to the coat Archie Bunker wears on All in the Family. It's the same exact thing. I don't get it.
I think Archie Bunker's coat looks better than this.
Okay, I agree with you.
I am. It's dumbfounding. Like, I just that this. I don't know. I'm lost for words because just like she doesn't look anything like Min. The outfit's wrong. I don't even know that. Why would like? I guess we're trying to be nice and calling it Sean Chan outfits. I don't see that at all. Personally, I'm not
Look at
putting that up, dude.
look
You
at
really
this,
want
you
me to put
guys.
this up? Okay, this is Alex's take on who Min looks like. I'm doing this just once, dude. Come on. This is a little
Okay.
bit of a low blow. So here we go. What do you guys think?
Oh no.
Maze Runner? All right, here it is. Spitting image. Jesus Christ, man.
You want to do you want to do a flicker here? I'll let me bring her back.
Oh my, here we go. I'll bring up yours. Here we go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus, hold on.
Oh, you had it there. It looked like.
Yeah,
Oh, but
there
we
we
do
go.
have another cookie. I missed a cookie cutter, so or a fortune cookie for Elaine and Egwene. So that one I'll have to read out though. But here, I'll bring this up now. What do we think? Pretty close. Related?
You're not going to the other image. It's just going away. So.
Oh,
is it?
I can see it.
Oh, okay. I don't know who's more feminine, to be honest with you. Actually, out of all of them, I think Matt Cawthon is more feminine. Well, if we're honest about it.
I don't know about that either.
Well, we know which one's more manly.
Oh boy, oh boy. So, but here, real quick, before I lose it, thank you, Alex, for your.
Let the record
picture
reflect. I like him. He's a good actor.
No,
He
I
should
thought
be
he
in
was a
more
good actor.
things.
Yeah. So we have here's the prophecy. It's translated, so I can't show. It's got the stupid old tongue that they got up here. The translation for Egwene and Elaine is Corian's heiress and crystal weaver. She has great earthly power.
So that's referencing Egwene being good at Earth for a woman.
What is Corian's heiress?
Corian's
It's
heiress.
Corianin. I don't even know who the hell that is. And Crystal Weaver.
I know.
I'm assuming.
Dream.
Oh,
I know Dreamweaver.
Corian Nadil was the last dreamer before Egwene.
Oh God, yeah.
So why?
Crystal Weaver? I mean, what is crystal? I mean, does that refer to like a dream shard or something?
They may be referring to the last thing that she does in the last battle there. That one thing she does that involves crystals, which would be just totally ridiculous if that's what they're referring to.
I think
But
it is. I didn't even think of that, but no, I think you're right.
that's ridiculous. But yeah, so I think that's probably what they're referring to. Oh my God, is this the last poster? There's one more, isn't there? Oh, so this one's
I
just
think
gonna
there's
get
a couple
lost.
more. You
No, I
stumbled
only
on
have one
but
more.
we didn't. Oh, but there was another one you stumbled on Twitter that we hadn't seen.
Yeah, I'm gonna bring that up right now. So we got 24 votes. Rand and Lamphere, of course, win by a mile. Not even like, not even close. All right, the last poster I have, anyways, and we do, thank goodness, have a fortune cookie to go along with it. Oh my goodness! So this one just like.
So this son of a bitch gets a fortune cookie, but Rand doesn't. That's
Well, I don't know if he doesn't or we just couldn't get it. It sounds like we just couldn't get it because it was like only in foreign markets or something. I don't know.
Fair enough.
Kizzle, how
Fair
are
enough.
you? Good to see you. Who is E-Man? Thank you for being here. I thought I saw somebody else pop in. Yanan, thank you for being here. Yanan, good to see you. Glad you made it. We're looking at the posters they released today since, you know, they didn't release anything else except for a bunch of media dumps yesterday. So we have Subaru salesman in his. Oh, okay. I see why you're saying it looks like Sean Tam because he's wearing leather. It's the same material. Is Subaru car salesman Ishii, and the freaking cheese grater head. What? Jesus Christ.
I think my prediction is going to come to pass.
Which one?
Oh, they're screwing.
Oh, you think Suroth and Ishmael are an item?
Yeah, but
Why
she
not?
leaves the helmet on.
Why not?
Yeah, he probably screws a whole bunch of the Dark Friends, not just her.
That's what happens in the that's what happens in the Dark Friends social.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. So no inside info here, just pure speculation. The rumor is that either this one or her speaker is actually Lanfear.
There's
Or
like
is also Lanfear.
So Lanfear's just everywhere. Lanfear's everybody, right? Is that what we're doing? Like because we got to get rid of more characters. Lanfear is everybody.
Mm-hmm.
Did anybody notice that they were feathers before on the Water Buffalo
feathers?
Lodge?
Yeah.
No, we were too busy joking that they looked like horse ears.
I thought it might have been hair, but yeah, they went out of their way to lighten this to make sure that you could see the texture of feathers. So
The background is basically the same in all of them, Lakizzle, except they changed the colors, and that's it.
It's a replace color function.
yeah,
Okay,
a lot of care and effort. A lot of care and effort in this marketing approach, guys. You know.
So I have the caption. So it's not translated, so I'm just going to read it. Okay, here's the fortune cookie. And Tripp said that the caption in the Suroth potion... This isn't the fortune cookie. The caption is, the Dark One is waking, and there will be plenty willing to serve him. So, yeah, Sean Chen. So here we go. So the prophecy of Ishmael. Okay, the prophecy... Struck but not defeated at the door of the servants' hall... at the door of the servants' hall... He healed a shattered mind to be cruel, not kind.
I mean, that's obviously a reference to the prologue, you know,
Which they didn't
do. Yes.
That's just them taking the piss.
Yeah, it is.
That's all that is. That right there is just them going,
Oh.
Ha ha. We didn't do the freaking prologue, but we're going to make a prophecy about it and stuff it.
Okay, so Caleb Hines has a great call out in the chat.
Okay, let me
what
get
we
to it.
assumed were horse ears are hawk wings.
Oh my God. He's so right. Caleb, thanks for being here, buddy. But I'm sorry you dropped that. I'm sorry you dropped that on us. Because you're absolutely right. That's exactly what it is.
It would be a cool little nod if it didn't look like complete shit.
It still looks like the Flintstones Water Buffalo Lodge hats. It still does. You know, now that we're seeing the costuming close up, it is some really beautiful work. It is, and I even said it to some of the people that commented on my video. I think there's some beautiful work. Problem is there's a lot of things wrong here. Out of everything that I've seen for the costumes of all these characters, I would say this is fine. This is fine, and actually the amount of care and artistry that went into it here, when you hide the ridiculous chopstick fingernail things, I think it looks beautiful. Okay, I'm not a big fan of the Water Buffalo headdress thing, you know, with the I'm demonic Mickey Mouse or whatever the hell it is, but I get what they were trying to do. And but the rest of the things that we've looked at, I'm not impressed at all.
I don't know what they thought they were costuming. Like, this doesn't give the feel of anything Sean Chan to me. This doesn't give the feel of anything Ishmael would wear.
It's not insectinoid. It's not insecty enough, you know. But I like this costume. I think this would be great in the Belgariad. I think this would be great in the Sword of Shannara. I think that this would be cool in any of those things. In any fantasy show, someone should be proud of what they've done with the costume. but this is not really Sean Chan. But I do think it is beautiful. I do think it is beautiful work. It's just not right.
I don't. Some of it's fine, right? It's just not for the. It's just not right. I mean, I get what you're saying. But and then, but I don't know. The little platey shoulder pads. I don't think that adds anything. These little things. I don't know. It's not for me. I don't like. This isn't. This is a beautiful dress. Great, right? I don't know why they put a cheese grater on her head.
Yeah. But this would
weird.
be cool in another fantasy show. That's my point. It's just not right for the Sean Chan. You know?
Looks
Possibly.
like fucking Chronicles of Riddick. Is what I think of when I see it.
Yeah, maybe that. Like, I don't know.
Or the Elric novels. I mean, I'm reading Elric right now, and this resonates me in a big way with Elric. I could see this in Elric.
Yeah, I mean, like something sci-fi would probably go pretty well with this. Not Robert Jordan.
Yeah. So to address Davey Castro's question about the never
Which
mind.
one?
Keep going.
Here. I'll find. Is it down?
Nope, I misread it anyway. So I would said something stupid.
So that's all the posters. Thank goodness. Holy moly! So we think what? We think next week they're gonna do the last trailer. Is that what we think they're at?
Yep.
And I don't know who. So, because I want to ask. Oh wait, I didn't put up the poll for. So what do we think I'm gonna put up the last poll. I'm not gonna put Ishmael and Siroth in there because that poster's stupid. Who haven't we talked to? Nate, did we talk to you about I want to know what you have to say about Rand being in an insane asylum, because it's one of those things that we talked about it briefly in a short stream. Reporter, I want to hear what you guys say too, because it's so ridiculous, and the fact that they're pushing him out front in all these interviews and then they're going to throw him in an insane asylum is crazy. So what do you think about all that? And Lampert being an innkeeper at the same time.
There's nothing of that makes sense from a character progression. He leaves at the end of episode 8, and I can't remember what he had said in the episode because I like to section that part of my mind off. But I'm assuming it was just to kind of hide away, right? And to not be around people. And then so you stick him in the populace and you stick him in an insane asylum. Because why? Is it that the madness is supposed to instantly take hold or something? It doesn't make any sense, especially if from what you guys were saying yesterday is true, that he's got an apartment and then he just goes there during the day for his little cups of pills and then leaves. It is mind-boggling how stupid that kind of a plot line is. And then when you add in Errol, I think you guys are right on when you say that it's going to be some sort of twist at the end. Errol's not real. I'm going to say Errol is real from the same position, and I put this in the chat during yesterday's video. It's Luce there and Telemon, but they're gonna throw a different character on there, or the guys that is playing him is just a voice actor that they're gonna animate some kind of thing around it maybe, and that's gonna kind of take that role for the series, and it's gonna be generated because he's insane. I just
my biggest problem with the whole deal, right, with this whole thing of him going into an insane asylum, is why? Like, why? It makes no sense.
Yeah.
Even if you're going insane, right? We've talked about it before. You're going insane. It's not because you're having brain damage. It's because you're doing this thing that you can't stop doing that will eventually drive you insane. So what the hell is going to an insane asylum going to do other than waste time. If you have now, so you're skipping the whole Dragon Reborn storyline. You've accepted your the dragon, so you're gonna go hide, and then you're gonna go into an insane asylum. Like, so you're the dragon. Instead of manning up and going, okay, let's start taking care of business. We hide first. We choose to hide. Second, we choose to go to an insane asylum that does nothing because it's not something that's curable or something you can talk through. It's going to happen. So the only way that you save your mind is to maybe defeat the Dark One before you go crazy. That's the only option. But no, we're gonna hide in an insane asylum for no reason. What is this?
Don't worry, we'll have another final battle. Oh, this is brand new. This is brand new, and this was only available in Japan as part of the marketing package. But you can see they're actually using the Dark One to sell Subarus in Asia. So
this is what they were at going after on the last scene of episode 8 when they landed on the beach at the cliffs of Dover. Was they were going to the Subaru outlet that's right there on the shore.
What is
the funny thing about?
Go ahead. Sorry. No, you go. You go.
I was just gonna say we're all too nice. I was just gonna say the thing about this is I did this in. I don't think it had as much of an emotional reaction of absurdity as the posters we just looked at in chat. Honestly, like look at this image here, and then go back to the posters we just looked at. Like, is this an upgrade? Is this equal? Is this a downgrade? You know,
considering it's story accurate and he's trying to sell Subarus, I think it's better.
Yeah, depends on what they got for the trade-in.
Yeah.
I'll trade you 2 Grom for a blue Subaru. What is it? Which?
You're racist. You're a racist, Prophet.
I'm sorry. Well, I can't help it. So which one is this for?
Jokes. They're called jokes.
What is Alex? You sent me this. Which cookie cutter is this for?
I believe this is Lan and Moraine.
Oh, great! Student of Anasi, and is this Eden?
Yes.
Through their teaching, though their teachings varied greatly. Who cares?
This is the penance that the show's lore expert had to do, was to do this stupid, inane stuff for saying what she did on social media about gird your loins, because we've all ran with gird your loins. I can create cool things with the old tongue too. These are not cool. And the problem with this is we have the media telling us again over and over and over and over that this show is departing radically from The Great Hunt and The Dragon Reborn. And then what are we getting from Rafe Judkins? What are we getting from the Amazon marketing department? Something that's trying to legitimize this stuff as being prophecy, or somehow in the old tongue what they're doing in the second season. Now it's either a schizophrenic marketing department or nobody knows what the hell to do with this show.
Yep.
Is there any book meeting, Alex? I don't think there is, but there might be.
Thumb Maryland has it. Anasi was a poet that Lan quoted occasionally, and Adine was his first lover who kind of ran his life if you read A New Spring.
So hold on. So Lan also has prophecies about him. Like this is the thing. Like there is a prophecy of the last Malkier king.
Yes.
There's prophecies about Matt. There's definitely prophecies about Rand. You could probably find them. I don't know if there's prophecies about. Is there a prophecy about Elaine too? The heiress of the Rose Crown.
There is sort of.
Might be right.
Elida thinks she has one.
Did we lose him?
And it's actually about Rand.
Who did we lose? I think we are losing you, Salty. Yeah. So. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So the false one, right? Yeah. So, but my point is like, these are terrible, right? These are just bad. You know.
So I actually have more for you if you want even.
Yeah,
more
let's hit them because these are bad, and it's like I know people are probably cheesing themselves over these things, going, "Ooh, prophecy." It's like,
all right, so pop that one back up.
They're not even good. They're terrible. Are you back in Discord?
No. So pop the one you just had back up.
Okay. Let me find. Sorry. I can stream. I swear. You got too many windows up. All right, go ahead. That it?
Yeah. So the symbols on the bottom there, underneath the text, is apparently a code that links you back to a moment from season 1. So the -D- is apparently episode 101, so the pilot, and then apparently it's either timestamp 1712 or 1813.
So this is a ploy to get you to go back and look at the show and decode these bad prophecies. So they're not even prophecies; they're just scenes from the show.
Yep.
Bump up the series watch numbers in any way possible.
So it's worse. It's worse because it's not them being creative and making up prophecies. It's them going, hey, let's get a scene from this episode and make up some words. And then put in some fake old code number in there so people will go back in and watch our garbage show.
Yes. And a lot of it is there are times when you can get a bump. Like you can even make the top 10 if a bunch of people watch your show the week before the premiere. You know, there are times that's happened where you end up in the top 10 because people are excited and like rewatch it so they understand what's happening when the new season comes out. Is I guess what this is.
Davey Castro's right. That explains why Rand didn't have any timestamps because he was barely in it. That's right. Or oh wait, I got it. Boy sits in. Boy chop wood. Get tired. Gets called gay. Oh, sorry. You all know what episode that is, right?
And yes, Elena Duncan does have an interesting point to make about that. If we're going to call Edine his teacher.
Oh, which one is this? Which one was it? Where's
actually, you know what? Don't bring it up. Don't bring it up. There's a bad word on that one.
Oh, okay. Oh, I got it. The Grapist. That's Chris, I think. Chris and Elena are the same color, and they have a lot of good comments. So, so it's like I get them mixed up a little bit too. Prophet of the Dragon. I don't think the panel appreciates how much the show stands love nonsense. No, I know that's why I said they're cheesing themselves over it. I know they are.
I found another. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, another first in. Sweet. I can't wait for these.
This one is from the Middle East. This is a limited edition poster featuring Show Lan and Show Moy Rain.
Lee Perkins, thanks for being here. It looks more like a poster for Shogun than any fantasy story I'm aware of. I think that you're right there. Oh, wow! In the Baby Factory.
Well,
how many of those are hers?
Pretty well along. I mean, I don't know. Look at Lan looking down at that one kid with dark hair. I'm just saying. He's like, man, where was I 9 months ago? You know?
Yeah, exactly. Right. It's like that doesn't look like me at all. That looks like Leandrin. Oh wait, sorry, my bad.
This looks like the Maryland seat. Look at all those Taviran in that room. Wow.
Oh my gosh! Look, he's that guy in the top left corner stealing a baby. That's a plot point.
He's a Trolloc.
He's got a human inside him too. Okay, don't forget. Guys,
hungry.
He became the first Trolloc.
Guys, we're gonna break for this one important message because the Trolloc in the back is a person too. Okay, so real quick.
Amen.
This stream is brought to you by. Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trollocs Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us, and
they were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
nightmare fuel
needs love too, and maybe a hug.
Hug your Trolloc today, folks. Like they need the love. Okay, TLM. Don't forget, Dragonsworn members all have TLM emojis. I'll be putting the shirts up in Teespring hopefully tonight, and stickers because they're just misunderstood babies, right? Like, I mean that one Trolloc in the back of that picture was definitely not going to eat that at all, not at all. Rapori, what do you think? What do you think about Rand being in an insane asylum? Because like I'm tired of people telling me about how Robert Jordan is talking about mental illness and all this crap, and just like and then
It's,
telling
I
me and
mean,
then straight up telling me that I'm wrong about the Great Hunt being about Rand becoming a leader of men when that's clearly what the Great Hunt is about. Am I
yeah,
wrong?
no,
Please
you're
somebody
not.
tell me if I'm
No,
wrong.
no, you're not
Go
wrong at
ahead.
all. No, you're not. Great Hunt. Everything you said, everything that you said earlier, Moraine setting him up to be a leader is all true. And I mean, to put it mildly, which will not happen in this show, but when they go to the other world, him, Huron, and Loyal and Huron, especially Huron of all people, look to Rand. They're like, "What do we do now?" And Rand, because we're in his mind, we're in his point of view, realizes he has to step up, and that's something that stood out to me. I was just like, "Wow, I'm this is character development." So
All set up by a smart, crafty Moraine Sedai, right?
yeah,
And then
starting with just completely burning his wardrobe and getting rid of those crappy clothes, which unfortunately this show Moraine will not do for Matt at all. Matt's got the same crappy, robe, like you said, Big Lebowski, but
she has trouble dressing herself. Good lord.
but yeah,
But
so the whole thing is like, but like him being in the insane asylum, like I agree with I forget who said in the chat, but it's just a means of getting taking Rand out of the picture. I think that's what it's going to be ultimately. And
hold on. Oh shit. Oh wait, okay, so hold on, real quick, because Jacob sent me some. So first of all, Jacob's done some edits himself here. Jacob Ironside. So here's his first edit for the parent picture. That looks a little bit more character accurate to me. I think that looks a little bit more. So Jacob Ironside did this one, and then doesn't that? I think it looks more character accurate, doesn't it? I think we need to get rid of the gold eyes though. But there's the plank of wood, lovely. And then he did also. Was that?
You sure this isn't Justin Trudeau? Somebody did a Halloween picture from 20 years ago and put somebody on there.
And then he found where the Strong Chan outfits got stolen from. It's from Krypton.
Are you shitting me? Are you shitting me?
It's from Krypton. It's the same fucking thing. It's almost the exact same thing.
Somebody
Jacob fucking dead on, dude.
Send me this.
They just took the thing on top of her head and turned it around so that it's a face mask.
It's the same damn thing, dude. Hey, Jacob, will you shoot that Salty's way? Better than me saving a picture of a picture. So now we have the Krypton Council armor on the Shan Chan. We also have Shan Chan bodyguards wearing stuff from Troy. I wonder what other bargain basement bin of old costumes they went after, because, like, holy crap. Liberal Autist, how are you? Thanks for being here. Good to see you again. Don't forget, Trollocs Lives Matter, okay? You know, they matter. So we're just discovering... Man, I wonder how deep this goes. If we keep looking, how many reused armor sets are we going to find?
Well, I will say, looking at that picture, it's not a absolute complete.
It's not a one-to-one
borrowed from the set like the thing from Troy.
No,
that was seriously, literally stolen off of their set.
Yeah.
But there's, I mean, you can tell the artist was probably looking at this, and right here, photos here, and then they're working over here, looking at it while they're doing it.
That's from Man of Steel, Lakizzle. That's from Man of Steel. The beginning, right at the beginning.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I think it definitely. That I think that's referenced from. I think it's very close. Like it's close enough to me to be inspired by. I think for sure, right? I don't think there's any.
You've got the wired shoulder pads. I mean, it's just.
Yeah, that's the worst one right there. That is literally the worst one. They just took the shoulder cut, the little underhooks there. Oh, yep. Hector's armor is now on this warder. Is that what we're calling this guy? He's a warder.
Who knows?
He's a porter. He's the manservant of Suan Sanche.
It's probably the first guy she gentled.
Oh, if they stole half the clothes from other shows and shit CGI, the bad edits were where the bad edits where went all the money. Corruptions. Well, it went to their vacations. That's why they're
It went to the pockets. Yeah, it went to the pockets of all the producers.
That's why they're in Morocco. On the beach. You get to see 100 photos of Rafe having drinks at the getting. Feet up. I went out with my boyfriend and we had drinks in Morocco in the sand, and the after show break party was freaking a blast. We right. That look, it didn't go like.
So
or it went to more Rosamund Pike's salary. That could be where it all went to. Sorry, go ahead, Nate.
No. So here's a question. So when we watched begrudgingly that first season.
Yeah.
And Logain had been gentled in the cave and then brought before the Imerlin seat. Does this whole fake out power move, and then he ends up crying as he's leaving. The Imerlin seat, Swan Douche Shay, she said some insanely tyrannical things that she was going to be putting him through, as I recall.
Right.
Yeah. So what the show is now presenting season 2 is that Logain is now going to be in the insane asylum at Carrion.
Yeah.
Is
Swan
bringing him there, and that's why she's in Carrion? I mean,
why?
If you're going to be making him do, if you're going to be making him do something,
questions.
But if you're going to be making him do stuff because of what he's put the world through. Having him sit there eating Fruit Loops in an insane asylum is punishment.
Oh yeah, it's public humiliation.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's domination. He was subjugated. He's the patriarchy, man. I mean, he lost all of his power and he's just eating bugs and living in a pod.
Yeah, I would think you'd make it a hell of a lot more public than just sticking him in for a padded room. Or a building with padded rooms.
I don't have an explanation for any of this, and the media has yet to come out and say that this is book accurate. Every article we've seen, even on Screen Rant, is saying 10 more changes, fundamental changes to Rand, all of it. Like nobody's even pretending anymore. The question is when does that narrative flip? When do we get called divisive book fans again? Whenever this strike ends, and it can go on for a while as far as I'm concerned, because I'm not missing anything. I feel bad for the people who are being affected by this. I do feel bad for the crews, for the people who actually do hard work, for the people who build the sets, for the people who are Crips, for the people who design things, for all those people. They should
for the ones who actually need the money.
Well, that's what I'm saying. And there's a reason why I stopped majoring in theater. Not to say that I would have ever been an actor, but there's a reason why I got a useful degree. Best advice I ever got was, do you really want to spend the rest of your life working in restaurants, hoping for your big break, getting hit on by much older men when you're not gay? Yes, I said that. And I said, no, I don't. So I studied a worthwhile thing and got a worthwhile degree. Does that make me a sellout? No, it just means I didn't want to be part of this shit. And I have friends who are involved in this industry, in the things that I know and the things that I've heard and I've seen, and how their financial ruin has occurred because of things happening like this and shows getting canceled. I couldn't live like that. But as far as what the writers are doing and all of this other stuff, and then that chucklehead Renee Zegler out there talking just all this trash about how hard it is, it's hard to have empathy for them. But I do have empathy for the technical crews who are just getting smoked by this insanity.
So I think this. I don't know that I've seen anybody talk about this one. I know Salty, I think you sent this to me days ago, and while I was in my my enraged work moments where I haven't caught up to anything yet. So who's seen this little clip? Alex, have you seen this clip? Reporter, you seen this clip?
Isn't that from season
I
one?
shared it out to the group.
No.
I shared it.
No?
I don't want to ever admit that I've seen it.
Is it from season one? I don't know. Is it?
It is. I think it may be an extended version. But let's put eyes
Here,
on it.
I'll
Let's
play
see
it,
what
and you
chat
can tell
thinks.
me, because I think it's just the when she's lecturing the pair of them about. Here, let's play it. Oh, if it wants to play, holy crap! It just said no. Look at that. My connection is actually pretty good right now too. It doesn't want to play. Is this from season one? Is it the caption that makes it weird? Well, I guess it doesn't
No,
want to play now.
this is from season one. There's nothing new.
Yeah, that is season one, right? Okay.
Okay.
All right. Yeah. So I'm just catching up. So that I'm not gonna
We
out the
send
Twitter
Prophet
person.
a lot. We
I'm not gonna.
send each other a lot of stuff. So
I'm not gonna out. Oh shoot! I'm on my Twitter page. I'll get off of that.
Yes,
Sorry,
sir.
I'm not gonna out anybody on Twitter. Sorry. That's not how I roll. But is she wearing the prophet? Wait, what is this? The prophet set from Who knows? Like, what the hell? So, oh god, guys, I don't know. I was sort of like, I don't know. I was expecting something to happen today too. Like, I wasn't expecting a bunch of like half-ass posters to come out, and we're into like what, 2 weeks now, and
Yeah,
and,
but
what
we
they
did-
do is a half-assed attempt to try and get people to watch season one again. Is that what they did?
but we did get stuff, and that's the weird thing about it. And I hope we talk about it a little bit. They dumped all of these interviews, which
That's
were
true.
not around
That's
a day or two ago. Okay, they sent them out to different publications. A select few people, and it was mostly Screen Rant and comicbook.com, that somehow had interviews with the cast of this show. Now, all of the qualifications, and I put it in the video that we covered, that I released today, where all of the articles said this was done before the strike started. Okay, what was weird about that is all of these interviews seem to have been done a long time ago. Why did Amazon sit on them and not release them last year? One of the things that we heard specifically from Rafe Judkins, and I have it on tape or hard drive, is he was going to release the trailer for season 2 last summer. So my guess is everything that we looked at with Joshua and Moiraine, with all of these other actors, was done last summer. But the results were so bad or tested so poorly, they did not release the trailer. That's my guess. Now, what do you think? I mean, you might have some different intel than I do, Alex, but what do you think about that?
So I think you're right. I think it was filmed last year, but when streaming does this sort of advertising for shows, they generally really don't do a lot of marketing until about a month out from release. So I don't think it's a matter that the show is, I don't think they're trying to dump it or anything like that. Or at least let me rephrase. I think they might be trying to dump it, but I don't think that this is good evidence that they're trying to dump it. I think this is sort of very standard operating procedures for streaming shows, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it's just it's so I'm trying to put this in, and I'm thinking out loud. I'm trying to put this in the context of they've got these strikes going on, right? They have outdated cringe interviews. Okay,
Yep.
They have outdated cringe interviews that obviously they did not want to release, or they would have done it. And so what I'm wondering is was there a push to release this show earlier in the year, or to start marketing season 2 last year, when Rafe Judkins said we were going to get a trailer last summer to build hype? What I'm trying to understand is, what do we think happened? What happened? Was it the failure of the Rings of Power? I mean, sorry, go ahead.
So I think it was there was a little bit of, let's call it, unsettledness at Amazon with the failure of Rings of Power, which caused a lot of things to sort of be in flux, which, from pure speculation here, is what motivated them to do the the every other year release, so they wanted to stagger the fantasy releases. Wheel of Time one year, Rings of Power the other year, and drop both in fall. So I think that played a part in it, because this was ready to drop. This was ready to drop a year ago.
Yeah.
But I also think another thing that played into it was they didn't know that the strikes were going to happen. So they wanted to get a whole bunch of marketing content filmed out and ready to go before they went on strike, and they couldn't do anything. So I think that's one of the reasons why so much of this stuff was filmed months and months ago.
Yeah. El Kizzle asked the question, when Rings of Power came out, it was released on Tolkien's anniversary of Tolkien's death, if I remember correctly, October 13th. Does that sound about right, guys?
It was
September?
I think.
Was it?
I'd have to look it up. I have no idea. But Reflections of Sound and sorry, the 22nd of what? Oh, well, he's looking it up. Reflection of Sound and Music says they may have not wanted to steal the lack of hype from Rings of Power, and I do want to highlight this.
It was also 9/1/22. It was also
there you go.
The first.
Yep. So boom, nailed it. LaKizzle nailed it.
Okay.
But I do want to make, because this is a great comment from Trip here. Foo, you're the best. I get so frustrated that those who call us names for not liking a show assume we never wanted the show to succeed, and we're exactly the opposite. We so wanted this to be an awesome series. We wanted Ranland on TV. 100%. That is, it's like I said when I started. They've created this, I hate channel, if they want to call it that, by lying and not paying respect to the thing that they said they were going to make, because they haven't made it yet. Just like Lady B said in that tweet, we're still waiting. We think, when Winter Dragon is a better rendition of the Wheel of Time, yeah, you got a real bad problem, right? I mean, it's not even close. So,
well, and you've said it many times, Steve, that if they wouldn't keep saying this is an adaptation and it's accurate to the books and pulling statistics out, like 70% of the people who've read all 14 books think that this is equal to or better than what Robert Jordan wrote. When you have the showrunner saying, stop complaining about what I've done, or I'm going to turn more characters gay, or coming out and saying, I can't wait to wound people who love the books in their deepest heart of hearts. Okay? We didn't start this war. We simply said, this does not look like Wheel of Time. Why are you doing this? And then after we got attacked and after we got called names and we got brigaded and all this other stuff, the showrunner responded by attacking us. Okay? Now, all of us, I think, are standing in this breach because is this a losing battle? Probably. Will we ever get a Wheel of Time adaptation in my lifetime? I'm 53 years old. Absolutely not. I'm never going to see. Never going to see it. I'm allowed to be upset about that. I'm allowed to voice my concerns. And I am really allowed to point out the hypocrisy, the violence toward people who are the paying customers, who want to watch this product, who want to buy a dragon banner, who want to buy a half-blade axe, who want this to succeed. The problem is this is not succeeding. It's not succeeding, and it's not succeeding on Nielsen ratings, but Amazon is going to pretend that it is because it's the only goddamn show that they could possibly get in Nielsen, okay? And they were going up against Tiger King at the time, which had been out for months, and they're now telling everybody it was a success.
Yep. No, it's crazy, and you knew it was going to happen. It's happened with everything. When you're the negative voice, when you're the person, when you're the group of people or the people going, look, this doesn't look like the thing it's supposed to, you're the one that gets attacked. And look, most of the time I'm not even saying anything other than it doesn't look like the Wheel of Time. I'm not making any other comments other than, why would you make this story choice? Why aren't this character doing that? Why, when you do this character, you don't think about all the other stuff that's going to happen to this character? I'm not saying anything that's not out of the scope of this show. Doesn't look like anything like this show, and then commenting on the stupid stuff they're saying to try and lie and say that it is. And it's like, but we're the bad guys. It's like, fine, I don't care. Call me back. I could take it. I
We're
don't care.
racist for this. We're racist for this. That's the newest one.
And that narrative is changed in our lifetime. I mean, when I was a kid, if you didn't like a fantasy show or a fantasy movie, it was quite all right to sit there and argue about it and tell people that it sucked, and people were just kind of like, okay. You know, a lot of people that took that criticism and they internalized it and said, okay, I need to get better at producing something in that genre. And so they took it as constructive. And now, since basically the Star Wars prequels, that switch has flipped. All of a sudden, it became unacceptable to sit there and criticize your fantasy elements. Peter Jackson did it. He did it right, did it lovingly, and he took the criticisms that came his way and took them fairly. You know, I mean, hell, Christopher Tolkien was very critical of it, and the guys over at Lord of the Rings or the OneRing.com. Well, the OneRing.com, I think, is the one where they were very critical of it, but they're actually a pretty fair group. I think that's them. The .net are the shills.
Yeah.
But these people were all very critical of it, and lo and behold, out now since then, with all the crap that we've received, everybody started coming right back around and saying, okay, well, maybe this wasn't so bad. And there are elements of it. Yeah. I mean, Alex, we talked about it in the read through, you know, things that constantly drove us nuts about how Peter Jackson did certain things with the storyline, but that's okay because we understand too that where his heart was with it. And we can see where the heart is with all these people doing all these fantasy maladaptations, and it's not in the right spot. And that's what pisses us off because they don't care about the property.
100%. So, yeah, no, I mean, it's crazy. And sometimes it gets hard, but it's one of those, that's why we keep doing it, because it's just like, I'm tired of, you know, we're all here because we looked around and it's like, I want to get to some of these comments because we've got some great comments going here. Amara the Australian for $2.99 Australian dollars, I'm assuming. Keep up the fight. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. You know, these streams make it worth it because, man, we've hit about 46 viewers, you know, still really good for me. So thank you all for being here. But a lot of, again, new faces coming through, new people coming through, commenting. Luther Rain, is it Rainy? You've made some great comments tonight. I haven't been able to highlight all of them, but I have been looking. And this one with the books, it's linked. Wait, hold on. So at Trip, as a person who read Eye of the World and finished it shortly before the show came out, I had mixed feelings about Eye and wanted the show to be good, as I thought it would fix my main issue with the book. Its length, but I hated the show so much I had to finish the series, and it is now my favorite by a mile. So that's a lot of what's happened with the show. Is people go, well, some people will like the show and then they'll read the books and go, what the fuck? Like I've had a few of those, and then there's others that'll be like, why? What's all the hype around this? They'll read the book and go, oh, this isn't at all what they put on the screen.
There's a lot of people doing that.
Oh yeah, 100%. Technically Mexican. We've talked about this too, buddy. I know, and I got a lot of respect for you. The fact that you did get this bump. So let me read this. I shielded hard for the show prior to its release, and even for the first couple episodes. It was my first big break on my YouTube channel I had. I would have loved for the show to be good, and I got a lot of respect for you for one reason amongst many. But when it turned, you didn't just keep shilling, okay?
Great.
You didn't keep shilling because it's called having integrity, bro, and you have it in spades, because you could have just kept going. You could have just kept shilling. You could have just kept, feeding the algorithm hog and being like, and just selling your morals away, selling your integrity away, like all of the Wheel of Time channels Like, I don't, at this point, I really don't, I guess they do like it. I don't know how, since they're supposed to be Wheel of Time book fans, I don't know how they can say stuff like, it's better than the books. But, you could have done that, and you didn't. So, props to you, buddy. Huge respect for that. I started the channel because, I've told this a few times. I started the channel in hopes that it would be good. My first few videos aren't even like me trashing it. It's in hope of it, if it, saying the trailer looked okay, this, that, and the other. I had my reservations about Matt, and then now we're here because it was absolute garbage, right? I mean, and it's one of those things. I can't just keep my mouth shut about that. I had a feeling this is the way it was going to go, and here we are. And obviously, I've had something to say about it. Lots of us have, right? And thank God we're saying it, because nobody else is.
Yeah,
nobody else is saying it.
And that's the big takeaway is we may not get Wheel of Time properly done in our lifetime. You know what? Okay, I'm willing to die on that hill, because I will be happy to die on that hill. I've still got the damn books. No, that's the big deal right there. Is that it's Robert, the legacy Robert Jordan left with the book series is really what the key thing is. Being able to sit there and enjoy the books, enjoy the characters, everything that he created, an actual story of good versus evil. It's absolutely fantastic, and the show will never ever take that away from me. That's why it cannot hurt me.
Mark, thank you for the $4.99. Mark Clark, thank you for the $4.99 super chat. Come on, you can come in here. Just make Amazon stop. My boy's here. Sorry. Please, so I don't have a stroke. Well, you and me might have a stroke together, my friend. Because I got keyboards lined up. I broke one the other day. I didn't realize I broke it, but it snapped in half on my head. But yeah, and I love some of these comments. Lakizzle Sadai, some prefer to believe the lie than realize they were lied to. I think that's 100%. That's another big tick for Technically Mexican. Go check out his channel, by the way, if you're not subbed to it. He's a great editor. I'll tell you that. He does some fantastic editing.
I was on I think last time. So yeah.
Reflections of Sound and Music. Personally, I was embarrassed after the show came out because I spoke so highly of the book series, and when it came out, people approached me saying, "This is the series you wrote all that music about." So if you had, I'm assuming you have a channel, Reflections. If you do, with some Wheel of Time music, go check out Reflections of Sound and Music. I will be after this, hopefully, finding some cool music. So, thank you. I know anytime I talk about Wheel of Time, a bunch of people look at me weird whether it's at work. It's like, what is that? And I explain it oh, that's that bad TV show. I literally had somebody tell me that at work. It's like, oh, that's that weird bad TV show. It's like, yeah, yeah. It is a little embarrassing but then and then you have to try and explain to them, well, that's not really what's going on in the TV show, right? Which is a whole nother thing. Tom Maryland is that Australian dollars as well? Yeah. Good words about the importance of criticism. It is vital in creative industries, art, literature, food, music, film, and TV. It is definitely healthy. That's why what's going on in, society, I hate to say that, but that's why what's going on right now is terrible, because you are immediately the villain if you just say you don't like something and you give, if you can't, why is it I have to say, you know what? I'm not the boss of if you like something, that's good for you. I'm not here on this earth to tell you what's good and what's not. Why is it why do I have to say that? But I'm immediately a piece of crap for not liking something. And if I don't like that thing that you like, I am immediately some sort of problem. Why can't I not like it and you like it? Why am I a hater channel for calling out things that are bad for the show that make no sense, and the fact that they lie to everybody? But you're okay but we're supposed to say, and I don't really care if you like it. I really don't. I don't give a crap. But it has to be okay, or we're even worse, right? Because now I'm telling you what to like. But that's why things are getting weird.
Participating.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Go, please.
No, I was going to say participating in a lie. It's been a lot of participating in a lie. Go back to March of 2020. Go back to November of 2020, 2024. All of these things within our culture, it's not just within entertainment. Been to the grocery store? Everything's fine, right? All of these things are happening all at once. What's happening in entertainment is a reflection of what's going on within our culture, is being pushed within our culture across the board. Now, I'm not going to turn it into politics, but all of these things are not happening in isolation, okay? When you speak up about these things, you're going to be attacked. Is it real? Is it bots? Because I've seen a lot of bots on Twitter at a time. A lot of bots. Every week, somebody programmed them wrong to talk about how the show is getting better every week. And they're there. There's 4 or 5 of them, and they've been posting every week the same comment about how the show keeps getting better and better.
So I don't know.
There's not enough organic interest in the show. Sorry.
No, that's good. I think Alex is having some internet issues, so I'm going to say his words for him. Guys, the correct response to being called a hater, phobe, isn't to defend yourself by saying that you're not what you're accused of being. It's to say, suck my dick. And I think that it's most of the time I don't even say anything. I just let it go, right? So, yeah. But sometimes it's just too much, man. I mean, you can only sometimes, especially when it's something that you think you can start to try and open a discussion with somebody because their comment isn't straight out calling you something. Then you make try to make some constructive comments, and then all of a sudden you're well, we have no response to that, so you're just a hater. It's like, oh, that's great. Doviande say Toby's the game. That's the biggest shame of it all. You got all these shills for the show that used to talk about the books, just completely abandoned talking about Robert Jordan's legacy and the fantastic work that he did. I'm hoping it says he does. Is there another part of that? Dovey? I don't know. Chad is killing it, by the way. You guys are awesome. Yeah. No, I'm with you. It's just like it's now the company line to toe is it's going to be better than ever. They're giving it more depth. They're exploring things that Robert Jordan layered and they're doing it better. And Robert Jordan was talking about mental health, and now putting him in a sanatorium is a good thing. It's like, are you fucking crazy? Putting Rand in a
lie. Repeat the lie over and over and over. Repeat the lie. This is an adaptation. Repeat the lie. It's book accurate. Repeat all these lies over and over and over. So that Screen Rant, in Comic Book, in CBR, in Gizmodo, in all of these sites, keep running with the same narrative. Okay? The problem is I don't think they're recruiting anybody to their side. Every time they release an article that contradicts what they're saying, it just validates everything.
Oh no.
Oh wow.
The Whammon and Wenethrin are here. We have used the Whammon power to construct an artifact of Volvendar, a true Wa and Grawl. With it, we will launch scissor weaves of beer fire at the right time. Well, we've been, I don't know, run for the hills. The Whammon and Wenethrin have been out in force lately. Oh my gosh. So
we've been going back and forth. So
I saw them pop up. Oh, here it is again. I don't know, man.
No,
I hope they don't get a channel. They'll bury us.
Well, I told them Whammon. I said my testicles are like the fox's medallion. You can't touch me. Oh, and they're like, no, right.
Perhaps not. That is why we have the Whammon of Spear and the children of Whammon. You cannot hide.
Right. Yeah, I told them their wiles are completely ineffective against these nuts. So,
oh, hey, Krista Dempsey coming in hot. How you doing, Krista? I saw Zombie Man in here. I think Zombie Man was here yesterday. Say what's up. Oh, I saw Dempsey pop in here somewhere too. So say hello to the there he is. Dempsey's here. Listen. Don't let any of the twat fucks. I'm sorry. live rent free in your head. Fuck those people. They can kick rocks. Just saying.
Oh,
And most of the time I do.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
Dempsey was saying earlier in the chat, like if they don't respect anything, why the fuck should we care what they say or what they think? So
Okay. Now, let me
Honestly,
say
if they're
this.
being disrespectful, who cares what they think?
yeah,
There it
Yeah,
is.
but Krista stepping up there and actually representing what a strong woman does.
Cook?
That's what they're afraid of.
Shit. Oh my god. Wait a second. My bigotry is showing. I'm sorry.
I think
Sorry.
Krista's boarding a plane right now to come to your place
Trolloc
and beat
lives
the
matter,
shit out of you.
guys. Trolloc lives matter. I want the Trollocs. The Trollocs are important. Yeah. So man, I don't know. It's next week, man. I think we're expecting like. Can I ask real quick before we finish up here? Because when are these fucking animations coming out?
Yeah, right.
Chat, anybody? Like these animations were supposed to be out like a year ago. Like it's just like they're gonna dump them next Tuesday, Salty, with another round of media bullshit. It's like it's all old.
That might be it. That might be what we get. And don't forget the announcement of the prequel animated series, which will continue Rafe Judkins' narrative of women power, women, and not have anything to do with Taveran at all. So, with this strike going on right now, I think a lot of things are being pushed. I read another article today saying Rings of Power wasn't done shooting, so it might not be released in 2024. I know everybody's crying over that, but I think this strike is going to be catastrophic in a number of ways. And if you have streaming services, look for a whole lot of really bad reality TV, including Hasbro probably launching content on Paramount, which is going to be people playing the new woke shitty Dungeons and Dragons for hours at a time live.
So the Kizzle had Alex is in trouble, by the way. So Alex, you got some splaining to do. You got some splaining to do. The Kizzle said so. Weren't they released with each episode? Episode 1, yes. So they were. All those animations were released that way. But the reason I ask is because before New York Comic Con, they clearly said they had these animations done and ready, and they were going to be releasing them. I don't remember if it was the day of New York Comic Con or soon after. And from there, it's disappeared, and we haven't heard anything about it. Yeah,
they might be saving it for when they don't have content because of these strikes.
Maybe. I mean, I was sort of expecting. I was expecting today, and then next week going to be the trailer, and then there we go. But we just got posters, terrible posters. Lady B, what's up? Don't kill Alex. Don't kill this guy. Daisy dude, just check Prime Video tonight. No bonus content for season 2 aside from the official trailer. Yeah, so I don't know. I don't know if they may just not do anything with it. I don't know. So Zach's Lady B, what's up? Aren't you guys streaming or soon, or if you haven't started yet? Because I think we're wrapping up. We've been talking
Zach's
for 2.5 hours. Huh?
Zach said I think he was traveling, so he's not doing a stream this week.
Traveling? Oh my god. No, what's good Wednesday, huh? Well, shit. Well, you got what's bad UNHYPE here on Wheel of Time.
I don't know. What's good is UNHYPE.
Yeah, well, right. I don't know. We'll keep calling it out. Look at you, World Traveler Zax. Thanks for popping in here on your travels, buddy.
Welcome to freedom, brother.
I'm super salty.
What's that?
I was
Alex's robot.
Up with Zach. Sorry, I wasn't calling you out.
Oh.
Yeah. So well, I hope you're having a safe travel and I'm assuming with your family and you're having fun, buddy. But thank you for being here as always. And any I guess quick parting words, Emporio, you got anything to say before we take off?
Well, I guess I'm looking forward to season 2. So, yeah. So we're gonna be watching. It's gonna be on Thursdays, right? That they're dropping the episodes.
Friday at 8.
Oh, they don't drop them the day before.
Nope. Friday at 8 p.m.
Oh, okay.
Unless something changed, I gotta double check that. But Friday at 8 p.m. is what they did last year. I know they're doing the 3. I think it's going to be on the Friday the first at 8 p.m.
Okay, because like with Peripheral and Rings of Power, those were dropped on Thursday. So
Yep.
okay,
Yeah,
so
I think it's They can't.
I
No wonder.
suspect
I was
Thursday at 8 p.m.
Is it Thursday at 8 p.m.?
That's why I asked. That's what I thought was going to happen. And if that was the case, I would have to move Chilporial to another day.
So Thursday at 8 p.m. So
That's
that
what
would
I'm
be
thinking. Because they always when they say Friday, they actually mean Thursday night.
Okay, so Thursday it'll be. Oh well, Thursday is the 31st. I'm sorry. I'm in. Oh wait, yeah. Thursday's still okay. So it'll be 8 p.m. on Thursday. Okay, got it.
So this is the next video project I'm working on. I'm working on a book review for The Eye of the World. I've never done one before. So I already recorded. I actually was ranting, well, not ranting, but I was talking to the camera for an hour, and I lost track of it. So expect a nice, long, juicy video. And I'm actually working on an opening. And I'm actually working on an experimental opening for myself. I actually managed to animate my own Wheel of Time, kind of my own little creation. So hope you guys will like it when I drop it. Hopefully I'll drop it within the next few days.
Was this something? What was this, Salty?
Yeah, I just
parting voice.
Yeah, yep. This is my parting voice. We didn't talk about Perrin. Perrin's quote. This is the actor who plays Perrin in season 2. Quote. I think that it was what's quite cool about season 2 is that our characters are all separated, and I think it just gives them a bit more time for our audiences to understand them. I think Perrin, especially in season 1, spent a lot of time obviously grieving, and especially with the sheer overwhelming guilt, which actually meant that we didn't actually get to see so much of him and what he's about. Yeah. Whose fault is that? That's what I wanted to roll out with.
Yeah, because we didn't learn about anything about Perrin in season.
He's a big pussy and he doesn't have an axe. That's what exactly. I learned from Perrin.
Yep, that's about it. Yes, sir. Well, thank you, sir, for that. And as always, for being here. Nate, I'm not sure if we're going to get we'll try to get a last word out of Alex, but Nate, what you got for me?
Well, right now, just continuing with the UNHYPE here and the occasional stream with you guys where on your various channels. I did want to get a little pre-hype going, starting, I believe, on September 3rd on the White Cloaks channel, if I'm not mistaken. We, Lady B, and a couple other guys and myself and other folks are beginning a Silmarillion read-through. So for every other week for 5 weeks, we will be covering the Silmarillion, just like we did with Lord of the Rings.
Awesome.
So stay tuned.
September 3rd, keep an eye out for that. Alex, we're going to get anything out of you? Maybe?
Obviously, the majority of this will be dedicated to the thermonuclear coverage. So my hand at something long form and talk about gender in the.
Oh shit! we got so many pieces.
So what I got from it was thermonuclear gender.
Thermonuclear gender. That sounds about right to me. Thermonuclear gender is what we got. Is that so? Is that video coming soon? Check out the Ishii video for sure. It's a great video. He spent a lot of time on it. It's a great video. Go check it out on the White Cloaks channel. And guys, we're gonna probably be back next Wednesday. Hopefully, I know I will be. Hopefully, these guys are around too. What, Napoleon? You got more?
I forgot to announce one more thing. I have a stream tomorrow. Another Chilporial this week, but it's going to be featuring a buddy of mine, my friend Marty. So we're going to be talking the Dark Tower. We're going to be talking Tears of the Kingdom because he's been playing it too, and our history. I've known him since 2007. So
awesome. Well, so that's tomorrow night.
Tomorrow night.
All right, tomorrow night on our Prada's channel, another Chillporio. Check it out, and we're going to, in case anybody missed it, we're gonna go out on, that wonderful organization, Trolloc Lives Matter. Support Trolloc Lives Matter.
Amen.
We'll have T-shirts up on the Prophet of the Dragon Teespring here soon. And until the next video and the next Unhype next week, everybody, all hail the Lord Dragon, and we'll see you soon.
Stay
Tysharm
Nerporial.
and Etherin.
Trolloc Lives Matter, guys.
Tysharm and Etherin.
Trolloc
This
Lives.
stream is brought to you by. Have you ever been misunderstood? A puppy in a rage monster's body? Well, we here at Trolloc Lives Matter believe there is a human inside all of us. And
They were effectively genetically engineered war tools.
TLM, because even
Nightmare fuel.
needs love too. And maybe a hug.